welcoming you back to Friday Night Hockey at the Tahoe Blue Event Center as the Tahoe Night Monsters take on the Tulsa Oilers in Game 1 of a 3-game set in State Line, Nevada. I'm Cullen Kapoor. He's Tim Miranda. We're bringing you back for a quick check-in for ECHL Game of the Week here in Tahoe. And Tim, real quick before we go off for the national anthem, what are your expectations for this game? The Night Monsters struggling in first periods against Utah early in those games. How can they flip that script here today?
You know, I think the crowd is pretty energized. I don't think it's going to be too hard for them to be ready to go right off the drop of the puck. And Night Monsters usually score first, so we'll probably look to do so again tonight, obviously, with a quick start, puck possession team. Want it more, pay the price, and let's get after it here.
And for our viewers on the FloHockey social media and YouTube, we appreciate you tuning in for the ECHL Plays of the Week. I'm going to throw it over to PA announcer Tyler Kirby and the national anthem at the Tahoe Blue Event Center. Puck drop is just moments away here in State Line. And we're getting set to go for puck drop between the Tahoe Night Monsters and the Tulsa Oilers. Cullen Kapoor, Tim Miranda here with you as Tahoe starts their third line of Jake McGrew, Jet Jones, and Luke Adam. This barn is packed. This place is rocking. We're getting set to go for Friday Night Hockey. And the puck is dropped. And we are underway. Game 1 of 3 between Tulsa and Tahoe. The Oilers win the faceoff and move immediately into their attacking end. Up top, Mike McKee bombs away. That deflects wide into the right circle. And Tahoe takes it away. They turn and burn in transition. Sauce pass, Jake McGrew fires. Blocker saved by Talon Boyko. There's a grade A just seconds into this hockey game as Luke Adam plays the puck, but it's whacked out of harm's way by Dougie LeGrone down the length of the pond for an icing call. And Tim, Jake McGrew already starting off the show here with that shot, but Talon Boyko flashes the pad and makes the save.
Yeah, McGrew looks very confident, scored that big goal, the teddy bear toss game night, and it seems like he's been on a roll since then. So nice to see the Night Monsters get an early chance after a big block shot from Brendan Kapchak at the other end earlier.
Jake McGrew, 4 goals in his past 3 games as the young guns come out to the ice. That's Bear Hughes, Sloan Stanek, and Simon Pinard coming back after a 1-game stint up with the Henderson Silver Knights in the AHL. Hughes centering this line, moves the puck to the right wing so like Bakic can't chisel it free. It's held in by Matt Murphy, slices it to the near side circle as Bear Hughes flings it down to Stanek below the goal line. Finds Pinard, now back to the top. Johnson walks the blue line on the outside, feathers Pinard to the right of the circle. That gets disrupted and Tyler Poulsen will chip it in clear. Up to the red line it goes, pretty passing sequence, springs Stanek who gets hit up high. That's a penalty. And the Night Monsters, an early power play, just 1 minute into this game, Tim, a chance to ambush the Oilers.
Yeah, and you see the skill of Simone Pinard, a couple of nice touch passes there. You mentioned the pretty passing play in neutral ice, and caught an Oiler reaching there, and the stick got up, so pretty good chance here to get the first one of the game.
The Night Monsters decked out in their alternate goal jerseys for the first time at home this season. They've got black buckets, teal socks, and black stripes. The Tulsa decked out in their away whites. A power play for the Night Monsters. A high stick is called as Tahoe wins the faceoff. Brendan Kapchuk walks it and fires, and Talon Boyko flashes the leather there just 5 seconds into the power play.
The Night Monsters showing again how dangerous they can be quickly off a face-off win. It's something they've done throughout the season, so hopefully they'll start with possession with another big face-off win from Jet Jones.
Jones is one of the best face-off takers on this team. Gets pushed down this time, though. Bear Hughes spins to look for the puck. It bounces up to the top of the zone. Kapchak to Pinard on the near circle. 2 minutes for high sticking on Tyler Poulsen. Night Monsters on the power play. Stanek walks in, drops it back to Kapchak. On the far point to Stanek. There's Jet Jones to the doorstep. Wanted Bear Hughes. That sequence got disrupted there as Kapchak holds at the blue line. Keeps the puck moving down low. It's Bear Hughes below the goal line. Back to the top of the zone. It deflected. Pinard couldn't keep it in. 1:24 to go on this power play. The Night Monsters reload. Diagonal pass. Pinard looking to get to the puck first. 1-on-1 here against Anthony Constantini. Constantini keeps whacking at it, but the Night Monsters hold on for a moment. But Mike McKee, the elder statesman of this Tulsa decor, slaps it forward and out of the offensive zone. Tahoe's power play still top 10 in the ECHL, right now at 7th. As Logan Nelson walks into the attacking end onside, Pinard tries to chip it to Jet Jones. That got intercepted and slapped free by Jack Clement to clear. 46 to go on this power play. The Night Monsters get their veteran unit out there. Luke Adam barrels into the offensive zone on the far side. In between the legs pass. Gets intercepted and cleared out. So zone entries, bit of a problem over the past 2 for the Night Monsters. Against a Tulsa penalty kill that's been iffy so far this year at 13th in the ECHL. But offside is the call entering the zone.
Yeah, Tulsa doing a good job defending the blue line there, forcing the Night Monsters to go offside and clogging up passing lanes, getting some big clears. So saw Jet Jones get a pass in the high slot and couldn't quite get the shot off. Sometimes that short pass is hard to handle and get to the net. So still a little time left here, 26 seconds to go in the power play for the Night Monsters.
Luke Adam on this face-off gets bested, however, by Paxton LaRue. Should say that's Michael Farron, the captain for this Oilers squad. We hadn't seen him against Tahoe in the past few games. He was injured. As it bounces into the attacking end, Logan's too far for him. It's cleared out by Tulsa. That's just about going to do it for this Night Monsters power play. So 2 shots on goal. Brendan Kapchak was denied. And in front of the doorstep sequence, that was turned away by the netminder. As right back into the attacking end of the Night Monsters, Adam Pitters looks to go back to the top. Nate Callan, that was intercepted, and it's taken away. Justin McCallion screams into the offensive zone. He's held up before the blue line, sweeps it to the outside. It's fired in. That's a save by Jesper Vikman with the pad. A shot from Jeremy Biakabatuka from the blue line. As Reed Petrick banks it off the boards far side. Russian coming here for the Oilers. 16:25 to go in the first. There's a shot. They score. That is a ripper of a wrist shot. And guess who it is? That's Reed Petrick. Goal number 6 on the season makes it 1-0 Tulsa early.
Yeah, found a hole there on the glove side, on the short side, and that was definitely an important shift for the Night Monsters. You could feel the lull in the building after the unsuccessful power play, so unfortunately the depth of the Night Monsters there in that priority shift couldn't keep that one out of the net, so good start for Tulsa, and Night Monsters looking to respond.
Yeah, I said guess who it is because Reed Petrick, his 3rd goal in 6 games against the Night Monsters this season. He's been a Tahoe killer in the season series between these two squads. Tulsa easily loads up into the offensive zone. Alex Lowe, head coach for Tahoe, getting the young guns out there trying to win a shift after allowing that early goal. Stanek holds at the red line. Swings it across, wanted Simone Pinard. That got picked off. Josh Nelson there in the neutral zone, wearing white for Tulsa, as Stanek looks to walk into the attacking end. Lays a check on Dougie Lagrone as Mike McKee holds outside the left circle in the defensive zone. Goes D to D. Lagrone tries to load up. He's got Connor Roulette there. Looks to the slot. There's a shot. Good kick save by Jesper Vikman. On a puck that looked like it took a redirection as Luke Adam slides to a stop in the attacking end and feathers it down low. Jake McGrew there to help. Not going to get to the puck first, though, is number 15 in gold. As it's held in at the red line by the Night Monsters. Adam walks into the offensive zone. Constantini's there to pick it off. Jet Jones holds the puck, tries to center to McGrew. It bounces up to the blue line. It's taken away. And into the offensive zone, here is Polson. His shot skitters wide left of Vikman. As a puck battle is collected by the Oilers in the neutral zone, Constantini's got to regroup. 5 minutes gone by in the first. It's 1-0 Tulsa here at the Tahoe Blue Event Center. Good pass there inside the left circle, but the Night Monsters take it away. Jake McGrew playing hard-nosed in the D zone. Looking to wind up back in was Mike McKee. Could not do that. Luke Adams at the end of his shift. There's a chance there to the doorstep. Getting brought down was a Tulsa player. No call on the ice for that. Looks like Vikman covered the puck down. 14:36 to go in the first time. A little bit of a lackadaisical play there by the Night Monsters defense. Playing with fire early in this game.
Yeah, unfortunate turnover there. It looked like it might have came out and been offside there, but Oilers got the break on the call, and Night Monsters look like they need to kind of refocus here a little bit after giving up that opening goal. Trying to make the extra pass in the neutral zone. I think just kind of read the situation, simplify your game here a little bit. A little bit of a conversation between a linesman and a referee. It looked like Constantini might have been high-sticked earlier, so a break for the Night Monsters, and Night Monsters need to kind of get it going north here and keep it simple.
Reed Petrick on this faceoff inside the left circle, attacking end for the Tulsa Oilers. Nate Callum gets to the puck first and slings it back behind Vikman, and Tahoe clears. Looking to find Patrick Newell screaming into the offensive zone. Olivier DeMolka gets there first, but Logan Nelson takes it away in the trapezoid. Centers Luggins! Score! Troy Luggins gets the equalizer for Tahoe. It's 1-1, and this place erupts for number 9 in gold.
And what a response, and just when they needed it most. It felt like they were kind of on their heels the few shifts prior to that, and starts with the D-zone draw. Night Monsters go 200 feet, and another good pass. We've seen Logan Nelson have that ability to find the open man in the slot from below the goal line. He put it on the tape of Loggins, who made no mistake going low blocker to tie this one up. Big goal for the Night Monsters.
Massive goal, getting this crowd back into things. 14:10 to go in the first. You mentioned Logan Nelson. As into the offensive zone goes Brandon Tabakin. This is sticked up and out of play. Back to the play, Tim. Logan Nelson, a perfect pass below the goal line. But how about Patrick Newell not quitting on the forecheck there? Getting it, at least slowing the puck up for Nelson, the wily veteran, to get there first. That is a very smart play by number 28. As the Night Monsters will send their 4th line on to the ice. For Troy Loggins, goal number 11 on the campaign.
Definitely a game of inches. You're right. Newell just barely got a piece of that one, and, you know, small plays end up big in the long run there. Definitely on that one.
So Adam Pitters on this faceoff inside the right circle. the roulette wheel dot here at the Tahoe Blue Event Center. The most packed this place has been since opening weekend. And it is great to see. Artur Colic at the top of the zone from downtown. Good kick save by Talon Boyko. This gets swung out to the neutral zone. Alec Butcher looks to siphon deep, but he can't get past Colic. Artur carries the puck in outside the right circle. Looks to center, had a screaming Kafuk. The pass just a bit in front of his blade. As Brennan Kapchek goes across to Anthony Collins, it's tipped in deep by Adam Pitters. Played in the trapezoid behind Talon Boyko, number 35. In fact, a New York Rangers prospect that spent some time with the Hartford Wolfpack earlier on this season. That is the Rangers AHL affiliate over in Connecticut. But back here with the Tulsa Oilers, as that's a good stretch pass. Simone Pinard off the pass to Bear Hughes, tips it, and that's a fantastic stop by Talon Boyko. The other way here, there's a shot off the edge of the cage. Great passing sequence there by the Young Guns line. Oh, so close. From Stanek to Pinard, right back to Hughes. Here they come again. Into the offensive zone, Pinard cuts it to the outside. Bear Hughes, right in line with the railroad tracks. The puck gets taken away, and Tulsa's got numbers in the other direction. On the near side, here's Gazizov's shot, and that is turned away and gobbled up by Jesper Vikman.
Definitely a good chance earlier, that great pass with a man driving to the net. I think it was Simone Pinard who found Stanek. So you see how well those guys can move the puck, and you notice it more offensively when it's resulting in a chance, but it's that ability to find the open man coming out of your zone too that they have the ability to do, which they come into the zone with a lot of speed because of those clean D-zone exits.
So here in the midst of immediate timeout, 47 seconds to go in this break, and Tim, back and forth here in the first opening minutes of this game, but you got to give credit, like you said, to the response of this Night Monsters team, and of course it comes down to a guy like Nelson and like Loggins to get this team back. Alex Lowe puts in the Young Guns line, they don't win that shift, and then the second line comes out of these veteran players and they win it and get the Night Monsters back even here today.
Yeah, they needed that goal. You could tell on the power play, they knew the roof was going to come off this place if they managed to come through and get that power play goal. So you can kind of feel the disappointment in the air when they weren't able to convert, and then you give up a goal to Tulsa. So huge response, and as we talked about in our open, the depth of your team is what allows you to be successful, and showing again here for the Night Monsters early in the first period.
Troy Loggins, like I said, getting goal number 11 of the campaign for him. He's had a very strong season so far in his time up in the first line and in the second line for this Night Monsters squad, a guy that led his team in the Slovakian League in goals last year. HC Novozemski, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I hope I am. But Troy Loggins, Patrick Newell, Logan Nelson is a line that's going to execute anytime they're out on the ice, and it's a line, Tim, that's so important when you have a top line that's going to be up and down with the AHL periodically.
Yeah, and Logan Nelson, he's a veteran, so, you could tell he was probably sensing that too, and he's a real composure player, so not surprised that he was a part of a big goal for the Night Monsters.
Jet Jones, Reed Petrick on this defensive zone face-off for the Tahoe Night Monsters. Petrick wins it, looking for Dave Mulca at the top of the zone. Immediately intercepted, though, by Jake McGrew. Almost had a 2-on-1 with Luke Adam, but it is taken away, and Tulsa moves the other direction. On the near side, another shot. That's Keyshawn Gervais. Good glove save by Jesper Vikman. There's a one-timer, and Vikman makes another stop. That's two great saves in a row. In the far side dot, Jesper stonewalls the Oilers for two in a row.
Yeah, a couple big saves that, had Brandon Tabakin maybe made the more decisive play to get that neutral zone puck deep rather than kind of just touching it forward to the Oilers. You don't need to make those saves. So if you're not sure in the neutral zone, get that thing in deep.
Connor Roulette on this faceoff, wins it cleanly. Shot from downtown, denied by Vikman. Rebound loose in the far circle, taken away by Tahoe. They will clear. Dangerous chances here for this Tulsa squad. Biaka Batuba carries the puck into the outside, into the offensive zone. His shot turned away by Jesper Vikman. 12 on the dot to go here in the first. That's 8 stops for the Tahoe netminder.
Yeah, the shots are piling up for the Oilers. Good job from Tabakin getting that puck out, but a pretty determined back check from the Oilers to quickly regain possession and not hesitating about getting the puck to the net. And Jesper Vikman getting tested and doing a good job so far.
Offensive zone faceoff here for the Tulsa Oilers, decked out in white. Alec Butcher on this try. He's got Solak Bakic to his right. Tyler Polson to his left wins this faceoff, but whistle sound. We'll do this one all over again. Tahoe 3 shots on goal. Tulsa 9 shots on goal. Just about 8 minutes gone by here in this game. A lot of action across the ECHL that will keep you appraised throughout tonight's hockey game. Every team, I believe, but one playing tonight. And that one is the Maine Mariners. A couple of big Mountain Division clashes happening as we speak, one of which the Wichita Thunder and the Idaho Steelheads. As the Night Monsters work it out, Ogun Nelson could not tip that one in deep, so it's an icing call. 11:49 to go here in the first.
So face-offs are always big. Night Monsters are pretty good at the dot. We saw their goal start with a D-zone face-off that they were able to take possession of and go the other way. That same line on the ice for the Night Monsters, so hopefully we'll see something similar.
Back in the offensive zone here are the Tulsa Oilers after that icing call. Alec Butcher spins the face-off backwards in between his 2 defenders, so Constantini collects in the D-zone. Swings it to the outside, wanted Jack Clement there. Plugging the boards. It's taken by Tahoe and swung all the way around. Patrick Newell, nice pass to Artur Cholach, leads the rush into the attacking end. Slides to a stop, waiting for a passing lane, doesn't find one just yet. In the high slot, his shot is blocked. A rebound is right there on the back door. Nelson looks to go top shelf, but Talon Boyko's big frame denies it. Up to the top, Nelson. Swings Cholach in the near circle, passes to the outside. There's another shot, denied by Talon Boyko. And Tim, this is a goaltender that's going to be tough to beat here tonight. That was a great sequence from number 35.
Yeah, definitely getting some shots on net there, a few of them, and it all starts with a nice breakout from the Night Monsters. Patrick Newell on his off wing with a nice pass over to Artur Cholach, who activated to gain entry, and a flurry of shots thereafter. So you take care of things in your own end, you're going to spend more time offensively.
Yeah, I really like seeing Artur Cholach lead the rush. This is a player that can execute offensively more than he has been so far this year, as Anthony Collins on the outside gets a return feed from Jake Johnson, but it's taken away. Collins will load back up onside, slides to a stop, fires in a shot. Little deception move there from the vet, but Talon Boyko makes the save with 10:55 to go in the first.
Yeah, and you mentioned Boyko being tough to beat, and good job by Collins there, kind of hesitating, allowing traffic to get to the net to make that a more dangerous shot on net there. So Boyko doing a good job finding that one through some traffic.
Fourth line out, Anthony Collins, Adam Pitters, Cal Cafu. Collins swings it to the top of the zone. Matt Murphy thought about the 1T, ended up whiffing off of his blade. As Biaka Batuka slings it out, Demonka stretching things out into the offensive zone. Looking down low here. Gervais in the far circle, couldn't get a shot off, and the Night Monsters take it away. They will clear. Fourth line goes off for a change. The Young Guns come out to the ice. Olivier Demonka to Biaka Batuka. Still in the D zone, and Tim, the Night Monsters starting to activate offensively a little bit more after being outshot 9-3. They've gotten 3 straight shot attempts. As Tulsa works it into the offensive zone, Ruslan Gazizov with time and space. His shot, good stretch save by Jesper Vikman. Gazizov's a guy that scored here in this building before. Looking for a one-timer. Petrick to the back door, trying to poke it in. And Jesper Vikman makes a great sprawling save to keep the score tied at 1.
Yeah, definitely some anxious moments there. Fortunate to get the whistle there. So, you know, you make some mistakes. Sometimes your goalie's got to bail you out, and definitely an example of it. That shift is looked like things were sorted out a little bit. It was kind of a 3-on-2 that was turning into a 3-on-3, but you leave your man, that's the guy that usually ends up putting it in the net. So Night Monsters dodge a bit of a bullet there.
an immediate timeout. 39 seconds to go in this stoppage. And Tim, how great is it to see the fans here at the Tahoe Blue Event Center? Every game has been packed, but nothing like this up to this point in the season.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in town, obviously, with the Christmas holiday, so a lot of traffic. Getting to the rink was a little tougher than usual, so this team deserves to get the support that they've been getting, and they've earned it with their solid play and easy game to get up for when you see all the people in the crowd jacked up, ready to go join some ECHL hockey.
Big game here, heavy implications like we've talked about for both squads. The Night Monsters and the Tulsa Oilers tied in the Mountain Division standings right now with 34 points apiece. Attacking end draw here, Reed Petrick to take it. He's got Dougie Lagrone and Mike McKee up top. Inside the left dot, Petrick blows a tire off the draw when Lagrone slices it down low. Looking for a first touch in the trapezoid, but it's taken away and cleared out by the Night Monsters. This is going to bounce and roll all the way down, and it will be an icing call. Petrick, McKee, Lagrone, Gazizov, and Michael Farron on the ice right now for the Tulsa Oilers.
So Bear Hughes will look to win a big draw, and will have to do so on his offside here, the right-hand shot, taking the face-off on his left side. Slight disadvantage there.
Let's see the face-off. Hughes does it with the disadvantage. Wins it back to Nate Callan, trying to get the puck out. He'll do so. Simone Pinard to Hughes, bounces it in. But Mike McKee there to pick up the pieces, goes D to D. Dougie Lagrone on the outside, gets the tip in deep by Michael Farron. Jesper Vikman plays the puck. He's made 10 stops here in this first period on 11 shots seen. Tulsa's Farron holds the puck on the near side. Reverses course quickly, gets sandwiched between a couple of Night Monsters, but a shot is taken. And Jesper Vikman makes the stop, sealing the near side posts.
Yeah, and the Night Monsters definitely need that line change after icing the puck a couple times, hemmed in their zone a little bit. Night Monsters maybe catch a little bit of a break there as Farron maybe got tripped a little bit. He was trying to penetrate to the middle, so fortunately we remain 5-on-5 and fresh unit out for the Night Monsters.
9:15 to go in period number one. 1-1's your score here at the Tahoe Blue Event Center. As a shot right off the face-off is turned away by Jesper Vikman. He seals off the 5-hole there. Luke Adam skates past the red line, banks it in deep on the offside. Played by Constantini to Poulsen. Evaded one stick check, dropped it back to Clement, gets the return feed. Tyler Poulsen barrels into the offensive zone on the outside, lets it fly, and that's saved by Jesper Vikman. He's been under duress here in this first period, but has stood strong with 8:55 to go.
Yeah, territorially, you got to give the edge to the Oilers right now. We're spending a lot of time in the Night Monsters zone, so we saw this, earlier in the game where it felt like the Night Monsters were on their heels a little bit, but they have that quick strike capability, so we'll see what happens on this shift.
Offensive zone faceoff again for Tulsa. They control off the draw. But Luke Adam holds onto the puck on the right side. Flings it to the outside. Here's Brendan Kapchuk. Slides to a stop. Fires that sticked away by Boyko. Looking to hold on here is Jake McGrew at the top of the zone, but it's taken away. Shane Kuzmeski leads the rush. Drops it back. Delayed offside is the call.
And that'll come all the way down.
That's going to come all the way down. Exactly, Tim. The official's arm was raised right in front of the Tulsa skater. He touched the puck anyway. So that is a gift for the Night Monsters, who will get an offensive zone faceoff for the first time in a few minutes.
You bet. And the way things have been going, that's not an insignificant decision there that gets the Night Monsters to the other end of the ice, something they've had a little bit of trouble doing themselves. So we'll see if they can make something happen quickly off this offensive zone draw.
They got the second line out there. Nice moves here by Patrick Newell, looking for a shot. He had Troy Loggins bearing down to the slot. No bid was taken. Tulsa swerves and curves the other way with speed. Down behind the cage of Jesper Vikman, a puck battle. Sticks are sticking, skates are kicking. Justin McCallion emerges back to the top of the zone. There's a bomb! And it's denied by Jesper Vikman. Jeremy Biakabatuka let the howitzer go from the top of the zone.
He sure did. Another big save, so good rebound control from Vikman. There when called upon. He's getting called upon quite often this first period, facing 14 shots. to the Night Monsters 7.
Far side face-off draw. Reed Petrick, Ruslan Gazizov, Michael Farron back on the ice. Olivia Demolka, Jeremy Biakabatuka as he's got the puck now in line with the railroad tracks. From a sharp angle, one in the back door. What a diving stop by Jesper Vikman. The puck was trickling in, and Jesper said no, sir, to keep the score tied.
Yeah, it was like slow motion there. I think it was Murphy who did all he could to try and tie up the stick of the man on the back door who got that one towards the net, and it was slowly eking its way towards the goal line. So Vikman stayed determined there and got a stick on it. Took care of his crease there with another big play.
Yeah, would have been a slam dunk had it been touched, but it was trickling in regardless. As the Night Monsters looking to win a shift here. Cutting it out to Troy Loggins in the neutral zone. Finds some time and space. Friendly fire there as Loggins and Nelson collide. Thankfully, both spring right back to their skates. As Loggins in the neutral zone will whip it down low. This will roll down to the goal line extended. Demolka plays it first. Brings it around the boards. Ruslan Gazizov starts the rush to Reed Petrick. On the near side, gets the drop pass. Gazizov on the outside. Gets picked off at the blue line. Patrick Newell playing against Dougie Legrone. Newell will go off for a change. 7:29 to go here in the first. Tied up at 1. Action galore in this first period. Aggressive forecheck there. Logan Nelson brings down the Tulsa skater in front of him. That was Biakabatuka. As both skaters will go off for a change. Almost an elite forecheck there to create a scoring opportunity as Brandon Tabakin carries the puck in, gets disrupted and picked off. Tulsa out of the defensive zone. They move and groove the other way. Michael Farron thought about the slab shot up to cut it down low behind Jesper Vikman. Holds on to the puck. Adam Pitters, like a missile, takes that away, brings down Farron. He's down for the count right now. Scary sight here as whistles sound. Looks like a high stick is called. Farron thankfully gets back to his feet. As we'll see what the resolution here of this one is, Tim. Looks like Brandon Tabakin is headed to the sin bin for Tahoe.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch it. I was a little blocked out in that corner, but yeah, I think the Night Monsters being a little too passive on the forecheck. You mentioned the good first man pressure from Logan Nelson, working hard to free up a puck, but unfortunately that second layer, it's not there. It's waiting out in the neutral zone. So, you know, you sit back, sometimes you end up playing defense as a result. So I think, in my opinion, the Night Monsters need to be a little aggressive once they get back to 5-on-5, but first things first, big penalty kill coming up here.
Very important penalty kill for the third-ranked PK in the ECHL at 86.1% against the seventh-ranked power play. For the Tulsa Oilers operating just about 22% this season. 2 minutes, Brandon Tabakin in the sin bin for high sticking. The Night Monsters off the draw, try and take it away. It's loose in the slot, held onto by Farron for a moment, but Jet Jones takes it away. Slides to his stop in the neutral zone, will kill off some more time by reversing course. Looks like this one went up and out of play with 6:37 to go in the first and 1:48 to go on this power play for Tulsa.
So the Night Monsters usually do a pretty good job of making it tough for the opposition to carry the puck into the zone, standing up at their blue line. We saw Tulsa do that earlier when the Night Monsters had the power play, so hopefully they can make life difficult for the Oilers and prevent them from getting set up. Night Monsters have been pretty good on the penalty kill against Tulsa so far this season.
Yeah, 15 out of 16 on the PK in their 5 contests as they win this faceoff and fire it down low. 1 minute and 37 seconds left on the penalty kill for Tahoe. Biakabatuka gets the slingshot going. Demolka to the outside. Good zone entry here for the Oilers. They get the puck in and get it deep. Now Brennan Kapchek comes in to disrupt. Loose puck in the low slot. Gets stick back to the top of the zone. Demolka holds at the blue line. Chips it to the near side. Biakabatuka. That's the Anaheim Ducks contracted player. Walks forward. Flings Demolka at the blue line. Good pass to the railroad tracks, keeping it moving. Biakabatuka from downtown. And Jesper Vikman, through layers and layers of traffic, makes the stop.
Another big save. So Night Monsters fans used to seeing a lot of big saves from 2 strong netminders that they have. So it's Vikman's turn tonight, and he's doing a great job. Earlier, Brennan Kapchek did a really great job separating his man from the puck and tried to get it to a teammate, and unfortunately they couldn't corral it, so Tulsa could keep it alive and get another chance on net.
Near side dot draw. Tulsa on the power play for 1 minute and 4 seconds. Clement to the top of the right point. Playing it down low here. Kuzmeski at the goal line extended. Keeps it moving to the top. Clement. Long distance pass wing to wing. Polson looking for the backdoor tip. That got disrupted and it rolls out of the defensive zone for Tahoe. Seeing what the Tulsa Oilers are trying to execute here on their power plays, getting skaters to the doorstep, either creating screens or backdoor feeds off rebounds. As Nate Callan takes the puck away off a turnover created by the Night Monsters penalty kill. Into the offensive zone, Pennard with time and space. Looking for reinforcements. A little bit too late on the play was Murphy. So Pennard will just dunk it into the D zone. 20 seconds to go on the power play. 5:07 to go in the first. Artur Cholach holds the puck on the outside, but gets his pocket picked by Solak Bakic, and it goes to the top of the zone. Here's Polson. Right back up top. Clement looks for the one-timer. Kick save by Vikman. He flashed the pad there. Time ticking down. 2 to go on the power play. Matt Murphy picks up the loose change, and he will clear. And the Night Monsters right out of the box, a 2-on-1. Jake McGrew to the backdoor, diving. Disruption by Jack Clement.
Heck of a play from Clement there.
That would have been a Brandon Tabakin grade A opportunity as a shot from distance is patted away by Vikman and moving from right to left. 4:30 to go in the first period of play. Tahoe got the equalizer from Troy Loggins, but nothing since for either squad. Mike McKee sandwiches between a couple of Night Monsters skaters and gets it out into the attacking end. Sticked away by Luke Adam, and the Night Monsters look to have numbers here in transition. Adam slams on the brakes to the doorstep, wanted Patrick Newell. He would have been closing in partially 1-on-0 there. Let's go Tahoe chance. Raining down here in a sold-out Tahoe Blue Event Center. As a shot from Gervais sails wide. The Night Monsters looking to move it out the other way. They cannot do so.
So it didn't come easy, but a big penalty kill for the Night Monsters.
Monumental PK. As Nate Callan cuts the puck in deep. Logan Nelson's there on the trapezoid to disrupt. Puck is loose on the back door. Nelson looks to get it in the slot. Couldn't do that. Logan Nelson having a heck of a day on the forecheck here today, Tim. That's 3 great plays on the forecheck so far. 1 creating a goal for the Night Monsters.
And that time you see the difference with that second layer being in the area. You get a chance as a result of that good first man pressure.
Newell slams on the break, swings it down to Nelson as Loggins gets brought down. No call on the play. Nelson circling around the world, wanted Matt Murphy, who was stationed for a shot, but the pass a little bit behind him. Murphy overskated there as Clement on the outside will chip and clear. Tyler Polson looked to get it in deep. Tulsa goes off for a change. The Night Monsters on side. Simon Pennard chips it in to the goal mouth. Olivier Demolka there to stop it in its tracks and clear it down. This is going to roll all the way to Jesper Vikman. He stops it with his stick and keeps it moving. Tahoe trying to keep the pressure on here. Bad turnover in the defensive zone, though. Swinging it down low is Michael Farron. Sub-goal line here. Reed Petrick to the top of the zone. Demolka looked to play. It got turned over. The Night Monsters have their young guns in transition. Here's Simon Pennard to the doorstep. Bear Hughes looked to go across, but no one was there. Sloan Stanek, the intended recipient of that pass. Have to imagine, Tim, but it just sailed through the blue paint.
Yeah, but as a result of Stanek being high there, he was the first man back on that back check. So never a bad idea to go to the net there, but you also have to have, your defensive conscience and make sure you have your spacing and your layers there. So a nice idea on the cross ice pass, but I'm never going to get mad at a guy for being in a good defensive position.
We've seen this Young Guns line be close a few times here today. Bear Hughes has obviously been at the center of those chances. 2:13 to go in period number 1. Artur Cholach off the draw one in the D zone. Gets it out to the outside. Tulsa holds for a moment. Brennan Kapchek below the goal line. Fighting off Justin McCallion here. McCallion playing hard nose, loses a handle. The Night Monsters work it out. Anthony Collins glides and fires it down low. Got shouldered into his own bench on the process. As Mike McKee keeps it hot, stretches it out here to McCallion. Getting punched up into the boards by Artur Cholach, and Adam Pitters takes the puck away. He will turn and burn the other way, chip it in deep and go off for a change. Cal Kafuk there on the forecheck, trying to slap it to the top of the zone, but couldn't do it. Just about 90 seconds to go here in the first period of play. Tied up at 1. Goals scored by Reed Petrick and Troy Loggins in quick succession. Nothing since the opening half of this first period. Shot from distance, Nate Callan sailed it over the cage. Johnson there to hold on at the top of the right point. Waits for reinforcements and finds them. Here's Luke Adam. In the near circle, walks to the doorstep, wanted Jet Jones there. That got disrupted by Constantini. And Tulsa gets the puck out and past the red line. That's Shane Kuzmeski into the attacking end. Wanted Connor Roulette right back to Kuzmeski. That was a good drop pass there. 1 minute to go in the first period of play, still tied up at 1 apiece. The Night Monsters and the Tulsa Oilers, as this has fired out, and will bounce past the blue line. Dave Malka holds in the D zone. Connects the dots to Polson. Hits the drop, back to Solak Bakic. He's racing for the puck here, but Murphy's going to pick it off. Couldn't get it out. There's a turnover to the doorstep, saved by Vikman. The rebound is loose, and it was covered down, but Tim, that puck squeaked out rather quickly there, an auspicious whistle for the Night Monsters.
Yeah, fortunate to get the whistle on that loose puck, and I think at this point the Night Monsters will be fortunate to get into the dressing room tied at 1. So 30 seconds to go before you can kind of reset. So a big shift here.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard-fought 30 seconds. Our live stats have Tulsa with 19 shots on goal here in this first period. That means 18 saves from number 1 in between the pipes. The Night Monsters with 7 shots on goal here in this first. They win an important face-off, though. They will get the puck out of danger for a moment. Tulsa, though, tries to reload. Solak Bakic is offside, entering the zone. So, Tim, look, I mean, you're tied at 1. You're where you want to be on the scoreboard, but you mentioned territory, and the Night Monsters clearly getting outflanked in that regard in terms of being in their defensive zone, essentially for the majority of this first period.
Yeah, and, Tulsa just maybe a little quicker finding their legs and getting to their game quicker. So, Night Monsters leaning on their goaltending and, looking to bounce back a bit.
We talked about Jesper Vikman struggling on the road in Utah. He looks very sharp here at home against the Oilers as this gets tipped in deep. 20 shots on goal for Tulsa. Final 10 seconds here of this first period. It's played by Murphy in the D zone. Looks for one last chance. Stanek could touch it, so with 3 seconds to go, Tulsa's going to have an offensive zone faceoff here. And we saw Utah score in the waning moments of the first period back in that road set. So you never can count out this Tulsa squad. But a faceoff win, or at least a delay,
yeah, Boyko
should.
Sorry to cut you off there, but Boyko trying to get the attention of his bench. He's thinking, hey, let's get the extra attacker out there, but looks like Tulsa will play it safe and keep their goalie in the net.
Yeah, I saw Ryan Kitasewicz of the Utah Grizzlies, head coach over there, pull that same move. Not the case here for the Utah, or I should say the Tulsa Oilers, as the puck is dropped. And that's it for the first period. The buzzer sounds, Tim. 1-1's the score, 20-7 is the shot differential. Boy, we got a lot to talk about in our first period intermission report, but before we get to that, Tim, opening impressions here, first reactions to the way that first period broke down.
Yeah, I think, Tulsa had the edge. I think they outplayed the Night Monsters, who are fortunate to only give up 1 when you allow 20 shots. So I think the Night Monsters, they'll get a fresh sheet of ice and chance to regroup here, but I think just a little more situational awareness necessary for the Night Monsters to kind of know, okay, we've been hemmed in our zone for a while. Maybe we don't try and go tic-tac-toe through the neutral zone. So I think sometimes playing a little bit more of that north-south hockey, especially when you're getting outplayed, sometimes you got to do that. So that seems to be missing a little bit for the Night Monsters. They're a good transition team, and they can snap it around, but it's not always going to be like in practice where you're snapping it around tape to tape perfectly and everything going smooth. When it's not going smooth, make the safe play. So important chance to regroup for the Night Monsters, who are probably in the dressing room definitely thanking their goalie for bailing them out with a solid performance in the crease for the Night Monsters.
Yeah, a lot to talk about for Alex Lowe, Brett Boeing, and the Tahoe Night Monsters. As we're going to take things over to our intermission break content, you're going to hear last week's ECHL plays of the week before the holiday break, hosted by yours truly. Then a couple of notices from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back for our first period intermission report on the Night Monsters Broadcast Network, FloHockey.tv. This is the ECHL Game of the Week. We're going to be right back.
Exclusive signage provider. Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier. Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier. Bellevue University, official higher education partner. BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2025 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Dash, official mobile auction platform. The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider. Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider. Hotel Planner, official hotel reservations partner. Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider. In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider. Prolific One, exclusive secondary ticketing partner. And Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2025 ECHL Hockey Heritage Weekend. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to FloHockey.tv.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubik, rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
From across America's premier AA hockey league, this is the ECHL Plays of the Week.
High slot, slap shot, off the glove, and in! Now for the net, he scores! Right there, he scores! He slipped back out to the blue line, shot, score! Rodney scores! Scores! It's rewrite the record book!
A hat trick. He skates into the line. Deeks shoots. In the slot. Shot. Save. Game is over.
Happy holidays, ECHL fans. It is good to be back. Kelly Kapoor here with another installment of the ECHL Plays of the Week. And this week we've got 10 bell saves, history-making goals, and so much more. It's the final stretch before the holiday break, so we're going to keep things fun and festive today. So let's get started. We begin our trek across the league in the Northeast with the Maine Mariners, who continued their winning ways on the road this past weekend at Adirondack, like the sweep of the Thunder in Glens Falls. The offense was led by second-year Mariners forward Brooklyn Kalmakov, who posted 5 points across the weekend, including 3 goals. His last on Saturday night was perhaps his most impressive.
Kalmakov for Underwood. And Berger. To Gay. Gay with a pass up ahead, a breakaway. Kalmakov, it rolls off his stick, but he slips at 5-hole and scores! The puck rolled off of Kalmakov's stick, but he recovered and still got it between the pads of Fessenden. His second goal of the game, and it's 3-1 Maine.
That was Michael Keeley on the call on the Mariners Broadcast Network. Kalmakov took over the team-leading goals with 8 on the season as the Mariners extended their road point streak to 4 games with a 3-1 win. And now it's time for the history, as last Wednesday, Idaho Steelheads captain A.J. White became the club's all-time games played leader, appearing in his 437th contest for Idaho. And it was only fitting he would score in the game, helping his club to a come-from-behind victory.
Now Albrecht near corner, intercepted by Hoffman, tipped by White, and he scores! How about that? A.J. White ties the game at 4 inside 7 minutes to go in the second period. In a historic night, not only for him personally, but a historic night
TIK the ticket. In his 7th season with Idaho, 6th as captain, A.J. White ranks 3rd all-time in points and goals, while 2nd in assists. His 17 assists heading into this week are tied for 5th amongst league skaters, while his 22 points are tied for 3rd on the Steelheads. Next up, the Orlando Solar Bears handed the Florida Everblades just their 2nd home defeat of the season on Wednesday night. Trailing 2-0, the Solar Bears fought all the way back to take the lead late in the 3rd period on an Aaron Luchuk goal.
Down low, here's Kirsten looking out front with a wrap, can't save Cranley. Rebound, Adams on the back door, Luchuk scores! Adams to Luchuk connects again. Orlando in their first lead of the game with 4:36 to go.
The Solar Bears remain the only team to beat the reigning champs Everblades on their home ice this season. Joey Batano with the call on the Orlando Solar Bears Hockey Network. To Atlanta we go now, as on Saturday night in Greenville, South Carolina, Gladiators forward Blake Murray notched his first professional hat trick in a 5-3 win. Murray began his eventful evening with 2 goals in the first period and gave Atlanta an important insurance marker while on the power play just 30 seconds into the final frame.
Randy Hernandez through the middle, finds a teammate, skating in over the line is Topanic, he shoots, save, rebound, score! It's Blake Murray who opens up the scoring for the Gladiators. It's 1-0 with 11:25 left to go here in the first. Topanic from the left circle forced the rebound. Ingham had the puck go off his shoulder and it landed right onto the stick of the Gladiator goal scorer, Blake Murray, who pots his 4th goal of the year. Patrick Marcinkiewicz for the Glads will send it out to the middle. And now Blake Murray to the net. He scores! Blake Murray with a breakaway beauty. His 2nd goal of the period. And the Glads are up 3. Murray beat Ingham to the spot. And once he got to the puck, all he had to do was shift to his left. And he had a wide open net to shoot at. And he did not miss. To the right circle, handle to the net. Save, rebound, score! It's a hat trick for Blake Murray. And the Gladiators strike on the power play. 30 seconds into the 3rd.
That was Liam Gadamer with the call on the Gladiators Game Network. And headed to the Heartland, goaltender William Rousseau was Iowa's shining star in last Wednesday's morning win versus Toledo.
Hawkins shoots, net front jam, wide left, a shutout. Oh man, Will Rousseau, a shining moment. His 2nd pro shutout, the most in Iowa Heartlanders history. And he makes 41 saves against arguably the best team in the league.
Rousseau was fitting right in with the morning people of the Heartland. Iowa went 3-0-0 in morning games this year and has never lost an AM contest. David Vine with the call in Iowa. And we continue the goaltending dominance with the Reading Royals, who celebrated the holiday season this past Saturday with their Christmas game. With Santa in the house, goaltender Keith Petruzzelli fittingly made a stop worthy of a 10-bell rating.
Goes to the blue line, crossing towards the seas, a forehand shot, Keith Petruzzelli right out, can't save with the right pad. Keith Petruzzelli, a rejection with the right leg. What a stop to keep the Royals within 3. Keith Petruzzelli, flailing the right pad up in midair, makes a 10-bell save in net.
Petruzzelli's pad save earned the Quinnipiac product his 2nd mention on the ECHL Plays of the Week this season. That was Eric Jessberger on the Royals Broadcast Network and Flyers Radio 24/7. Next up, complete domination in Indy as the Fuel earned their first win in their new Fishers Event Center on Friday night, flanking the Allen Americans 6-0. After tallying 3 assists, Fuel forward Jordan Martin put the game away by scoring to cap his first career 4-point game.
Up to the point, thanks to McCormick. 5 seconds to go on the power play as Martin speeds in, right circle, shoots, scores! Jordan Martin makes it 6, and now Spodniak is throwing some gloves afterwards. Jordan Martin with a power play goal gives the Fuel a 6-0 lead as he tallies his 4th point of the night.
That was Andrew Smith on the Indy Fuel Broadcast Network. Fuel allowed an ECHL record 7 shots on goal in the game, which Joe Verbenek tallied the shutout. And for our penultimate play this week, we trek to Rapid City as Brett Davis's overtime winner capped off a memorable teddy bear toss night night for the Rush last Saturday. The goal snapped a 7-game win streak and was Davis's 5th point of the series.
4:10 to go in overtime. 2-2 tie. Thunder in different. Left the puck to an area. Nobody was there. Wagner and Davis are 2-on-1. Wagner right for Davis. He shoots. He scores! Davis in overtime!
That was Corey Berberian on the call for the Rush. And finally, let's close the book on the week in my zip code with the Tahoe Night Monsters. They are currently riding a 7-game winning streak and had their first teddy bear toss game in franchise history on Saturday. And in typical Tahoe fashion, they struck early to start the celebration just 2 minutes in. Susan goes away with the puck to Luke Adams, centers McGrew! Score! And Jake McGrew opens the floodgates to Teddytown. It's 1-0, and it's a blizzard of bears in Tahoe. The Night Monsters look to extend their winning streak this week with 3 games on the road against the Utah Grizzlies. That was Colin Kapoor, myself, on the Night Monsters Broadcast Network. So that closes the book on this edition of the ECHL Plays of the Week. Colin Kapoor here, voice of the Night Monsters, signing off, wishing everyone a happy holiday break, and we'll see you next time. Bringing you back in for our first period intermission report. Colin Kapoor, Tim Harenda here with you. As we just witnessed, Tim, a hard-fought first period for the Night Monsters. We're tied up at 1 after a goal from Troy Loggins and from Reed Petrick, but the key number that jumps out to me is not the ones, it's the 20. 20 shots on goal for Tulsa, but number 1, Jesper Vikman, made some incredible saves.
Yeah, certainly, giving up 20 shots a period is not sustainable. You never want to give up that many shots in a period, but fortunate to be tied at 1, and he made some big saves. Getting a chance to look at the goal itself that Tulsa scored, maybe a little bit of a soft goal. There was a man driving to the net there. You could tell he was kind of thinking about making that push east to west, and maybe was not square to the shooter, who maybe surprised him a little bit there, but one mistake and a lot of other huge saves to make up for it. So Night Monsters fortunate to get a solid performance in the crease from Vikman, but know that they need to do more in front of them to give him a little bit of a break and not so much work, and try and test Boyko a little bit more, only getting 7 shots on net themselves. So they bent, but they didn't break that first period, so I expect to see a pretty determined bunch coming out here for the second period looking to respond.
Yeah, and we're kind of seeing a blueprint here on the Tulsa Oilers side of things. When they're set up in the offensive zone, they're taking shots from distance. We've seen Jeremy Biakapatuka fire 5 shots on goal, almost half of the 20 shots from Tulsa coming from blue liners here in this game. So they're trying to create those screens, trying to create those rebounds on the doorstep. But when they're on the rush, they go to the outside and they pick their spot and they shoot it. Vikman led up the first one, but since then, he's gotten that shoulder up. He's protected each post pretty well.
Yeah, definitely. And, let's not, totally throw the Night Monsters under the bus. A lot of those shots he's seeing, and if he can see it, he's going to stop it. So a lot of point shots and no rebounds. So definitely not, 20 grade A opportunities for Tulsa. But I think the Night Monsters need to do a better job of managing the puck, maintaining possession, not forcing it when it's not there, though. I talked about kind of simplifying and that situational awareness that you need to know when it's time to, kind of cut your losses and just get the puck deep. Night Monsters, I think, will be focusing on managing the puck better so that they can spend more time in the offensive zone.
Absolutely, as we're in the midst of our first period intermission report, 3:37 to go here until puck drop in period number 2. And Tim, we talked about the things that Tahoe might need to try and adjust here defensively, but offensively, we're seeing good bones on the rush, let's call it. They're not finishing on those chances. The couple of looks from the Young Guns line, Bear Hughes slides it across, Standick's not there. A chance to Bear Hughes right on the doorstep, denied by Talon Boyko. The bones are there, the finishing, the execution just not there. I think you keep on doing what you're doing on the rush and then try and get established in the offensive zone a little bit more here in this second period.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, these guys know how to score, so that's not something that you really worry about. I think it's just doing a better job in your own end so that you have more chances. We saw some nice clean breakouts from the Night Monsters that resulted in some really good chances. So, you know, as a coach, you'd rather teach scorers how to check than to try and teach checkers how to score. And the Night Monsters can definitely score. They just got to clean things up a little bit in their own end, and I think the rest will take care of itself offensively.
Absolutely. For Tahoe, the 1-goal scorer, Troy Loggins from Logan Nelson and Patrick Newell. We talked about that great forecheck play from Newell springing Nelson. Nelson finding Loggins from below the goal line. Other than that, Brendan Kapchuk, a couple of shots on goal. Artur Cholach getting one high-danger look as well. But we're seeing big names without shots. Jet Jones doesn't have one. Luke Adam doesn't have one. Sloan Stanek as well. So trying to activate these top offensive performers. But at this point, the way the first period went, you're happy to be tied 1-1 here if you're head coach Alex Lowe and assistant coach Brett Boeing. Talking about Talon Boyko here for a second. Only had to make 7 saves in that first period, but he was looking pretty sharp throughout the entire period. What do you think the key is to solve Boyko here in the second period coming up, Tim?
Well, quite simply, he needs to be tested more. I think we've kind of made that point, but, you know, getting traffic in front, and I think if you, maybe we'll see if the Night Monsters adjust on the forecheck. I think that was the one area where I felt they were a little bit too passive and, you know, weren't necessarily capitalizing on some turnovers that they did generate with some good first-man pressure and kind of sitting back. And you give this Tulsa Oilers team time and space. They're a pretty good transition team themselves. So I think, you know, when you create a quick turnover and find the open man in the slot, that's a pretty good recipe for scoring goals. So we'll see if the Night Monsters come out on their toes a little bit here in the second period. I would expect that they will.
Yeah, big guy like Talon Boyko as well. Got to try and keep him moving here east to west. This is a goaltender that the Night Monsters have beaten before. Trying to do it again here today. As you're taking a look on your screen at some highlights from the first period, the team's taking the ice for the start of period number 2 between the Tahoe Night Monsters and the Tulsa Oilers. 1-1's your score after 20 minutes. A couple of other scores going final across the Mountain Division. I mentioned that Idaho and Wichita game, the Steelheads defeating the Thunder 3-2, the final score on the road. That's a big matchup in terms of Mountain Division standings. Both teams jousting for that 4th spot in the Mountain Division in the Western Conference of the ECHL. Fans getting back to their feet here as we're getting set to start play. The Night Monsters and the Tulsa Oilers here at the Tahoe Blue Event Center. Jet Jones stands in. We'll do battle here with Alec Butcher at center ice. As the puck is dropped in, we are underway here in the second period. Artur Cholach cuts the puck in deep off the draw win from Tahoe. To the top of the zone as that gets intercepted and picked off. Here come the Oilers the other way. Looking for a little dipsy-do move there was Poulsen, but Cholach stayed strong to him. And he fires it out to the outside. The Night Monsters attacking here from right to left. Tulsa from left to right across your screen on FloHockey.tv or across your radio dial on the Night Monsters Broadcast Network. Also tonight, the ECHL Game of the Week, free across FloHockey platforms. So if you're tuning in there, we appreciate you spending your Friday night here with us as Artur Cholach lets it fly. And Talon Boyko scoops it for the first save of the second period.
Good shift from Artur Cholach, showing his ability at both ends, handling some pretty intense forechecking pressure well, and then going the other way and getting a good shot on net. So, two-way player for sure is Artur Cholach.
Back in the offensive zone here is the Night Monsters' second line. Logan Nelson inside the left circle for this faceoff. It is won, however, by Reed Petrick. Cut to the outside on the far wing. It gets clipped out of the defensive zone for Tulsa as they create a turnover at the top of the zone. Now to the far dot. Good save by Jesper Vikman. He stonewalls the captain, Michael Farron, on a point-blank chance.
picking up right where he left off with another big save after a dangerous turnover there, kind of a miscommunication from Jake Johnson and Logan Nelson. Those two had a bit of a chat about that, and another big save for the Night Monsters keeps us tied at 1.
That's save number 20 for Vikman. Off the draw, Dougie Lagrone swings it to the trapezoid. Michael Farron is there. Number 26 in white, wearing the C here for Tulsa, as he has for the past few seasons. As it's played, being punched up into the boards here, Mike McKee, the other veteran on this Tulsa squad, year 8 with the Oilers, as he fires it up above the cage of Vikman. Somehow freed up his hands to take a shot in a sea of 3 gold sweaters there as Loggins will find Jake Johnson with some time and space to clear. Bounces off the skate to Mike McKee, being badgered there in the D zone. As now here's Logan Nelson to the outside. He lets it fly. Score! The puck trickled in past Talon Boyko, and the Night Monsters take the lead. It's 2-1 Tahoe.
So once again, Logan Nelson, the assistant captain, coming through after the Night Monsters spent a lot of time in their own end. I mentioned Jake Johnson and Logan Nelson not connecting on a pass, which resulted in that dangerous first chance for the Oilers. That time, Johnson with a nice composure pass to Nelson, who squeaked one by the Tulsa netminder, and here we are, it's 2-1.
Just under the pad from number 28. As this gets swung free at the blue line, the Night Monsters take it away. Here's Simon Pinard into the attacking end. In between a couple of white-suited Oilers. Drops it to the top of the zone. Shot from downtown. Good kick save by Boyko. Getting right back on that horse after allowing the trickle-in goal. Getting plastered into the boards there was Nate Callan. The puck goes back to the top. Tabakin sights it down low. Sloan Stanek swings it back to Tabakin. The top of the left circle. Blocker save by Boyko. That's goal number 4 for Logan Nelson here this season. As the puck seems out of the offensive zone for Tahoe into the attacking end for Tulsa. Centering feed got disrupted. That was Gervais looking to finish it off in the slot. As the Night Monsters get the puck out, Adam Pitters to Sloan Stanek. Pitters fires into the offensive zone here. Behind the cage of Talon Boyko. 2-1 your score. 3 minutes into this second period. 17:06 to go in the middle 20. The 10th shot on goal for Tahoe was the goal that broke the deadlock. Kalkafuk at the top, keeps it in. Now Brennan Kapchuk to the far side, Dodd trying to stick poke it. It's centered back to the slot, no one was there. Kalkafuk, a nifty little play. Now up top, Artur Cholach, sauces Kapchuk all alone in the near circle. Fires it to the far circle now. The Night Monsters playing like they're on the power play. Artur Cholach up for Pitters one time, that's blocked. Kapchuk holds. Tried to center from below the goal line. That got picked off, and Tulsa will mercifully chip and clear it out. Artur Cholach tried to get it out, but couldn't do it. On the far side, that was a block right there from Tulsa. A shot from downtown, skitters wide. As now on the far wing, Mike McKee sent it wide. That's Parker Coyne. We haven't seen much of him. That was a great stick play to keep the puck in, but couldn't take a shot off of that. Fourth line forward, Parker Coyne. Haven't called his name yet here today. 4 minutes gone by in the second. Tulsa right back into the attacking end. Chips it to the right of Vikman, trying to chop at it top shelf. Poulsen outside the far circle. His shot deflects. Up and out of play. So, Tim, a whole lot of action going on here in this second period. The Night Monsters get the goal. Back and forth and back we go here after that.
Yeah, nice to see the Night Monsters respond to that goal with a good offensive shift, but after that, kind of an unforced error with not a lot of support coming back into their own zone. It's a little bit of a turnover, so you want to make sure you're coming back into your own zone hard so you can get it out quickly and redirect that speed the other way. So a back and forth game.
Attacking end try here for Tulsa. It's won, however, by the Night Monsters. Johnson to Mike Murphy. As Jones tries to get it out, it's turned over. At the top, Solak Bakic looked to go backdoor. Alec Butcher was there. He holds on his backhand right now and chisels it to Tyler Poulsen. Butcher now slides to a stop at the blue line. The return feed to Poulsen, hugging the right board, getting shouldered into the dasher by Matt Murphy. Butcher fan down a shot, and the Night Monsters will turn and burn in transition. The captain, Luke Adam, cuts it outside. Jake McGrew diving down low. Circling to the top of his zone, Nate Callan. In the high slot, he lets it fly, sent it just high. Luke Adam chopped at the rebound, but couldn't send it home. Good rush there by the Night Monsters' third line, as this gets sent all the way down for an icing call. 15:01 to go here in the second.
Nice to see Jake McGrew coming back hard there and finishing a check. Earlier we saw Anthony Collins get in on the forecheck and finish a check. So I've yet to meet a hometown crowd that doesn't enjoy physical play. So nice to see the Night Monsters ramping it up in that department here in the second period.
Second line comes out to the ice. Watch out for Troy Lodkin stationed on the left point right behind Logan Nelson. See if we get a set play off the draw. We're not going to, because the faceoff is won by Tulsa. They will get it out. Whistle sound here. Looks like that one was cut up. Actually, looks like we have a penalty called here, Tim. A slash. And yeah, Nate Callan. Looks like Logan Nelson, in fact. My apologies there. So the assistant captain going to the sin bin here.
Yeah, you hate penalties like that because he's coming back. He's in the right position. He's playing with intensity and I guess just a little too much intensity with the stick-on-stick slash there. So the Night Monsters penalty kill will have to do the job again.
The second PK of the hockey game here for Tahoe. They killed off a Tulsa penalty back in the first. So a slash is the call on number 28. Good start to the penalty kill. Jet Jones wins the faceoff. Brennan Kapchuk fires it down. Stanek's going to get to the puck first. Olivier Demalka does cut off his angle, though. And he swings it back to Biaka-Batuka. Jeremy Biaka-Batuka gets the slingshot going. 1:40 to go on this penalty kill. Jones tried to disrupt at the blue line, but couldn't do it. Michael Farron grinds to a stop as Jet Jones takes it away, and here come the Night Monsters shorthanded. Jones to Sloan Stanek on the far side. Looks to a stop. There's Kapchuk. Gets tripped up. No call on the play. And Tulsa's going to move and groove the other way with numbers. On the outside. To the doorstep looking for Petrick. That got blocked by Cholach. And it gets sent all the way down to a chorus of cheers.
Great back check from Jet Jones coming back to the slot and extinguishing that opportunity for Tulsa. Earlier, a little bit of tough puck luck. It looked like Brennan Kapchuk stepped on that puck, which is why he went down, which part of the reason Tulsa got that chance going the other way.
Simone Pinard disrupting Olivier Demalka. Bear Hughes gets to the puck at his own blue line and chops it down low, killing off some precious time on this Tulsa power play. 47 ticks to go on the man advantage. As the Oilers with Biaka-Batuka into the attacking end. Matt Murphy's there. That's the newest Tahoe Night Monster, but he couldn't get it out. Not enough mustard on that play. Back to the top of his own Constantini. Here's Ruslan Gazizov. Walks forward to the doorstep, looking to go backdoor on Jesper Vikman, but he covers down the puck. Wide open in the goal mouth was Solak Bakic.
Yeah, Matt Murphy not happy with himself as he heads to the bench. He made a great play stepping up to separate his man from the puck, but it was a rolling puck that he had trouble with, so some anxious moments there for the Night Monsters, and I sound like a broken record because once again it's Vikman who finds a way to freeze that one.
Yeah, good stop there as number 14 in white, Solak Bakic, the 6'0", 194 forward out of Dallas, Texas, was right in the blue paint, tried to use the quick mitts from the backhand to the forehand. As Bakic is on this attacking end face-off here with 24 to go on the power play. He wins it. Up top, bombs away. And turned away by Jesper Vikman.
So once again, if he can see it, he's going to stop it. And usually he's not going to give up a rebound. So steady play in the crease from Jesper Vikman for the Night Monsters.
That was Jack Clement that let it fly from the top of the zone. Solak Bakic and Luke Adam. The puck gets kicked to the right side. Clement presses up to contain. Tries to move it across. Jake McGrew intercepts and he'll clear with 10 to go on the power play. That should just about do it for this Tulsa Oilers advantage. Ticking down here from 2-1. 5-on-5 begins. But into the attack again. Ruslan Gazizov shot just wide to the right of Vikman. Clement lets it fly. Ricochets back to the top of the zone, looking for Nelson bearing down on the crease. He holds onto the puck below the goal line. Centers to Gazizov. Puck is loose, sticked away by Vikman. And a sprawling stop with the left pad. That's grand larceny again on the doorstep from number 1 in gold. This is not iced. Aggressive play there by Tahoe. And a great play at the end of his shift there. As Tulsa moves it the other way. Nelson's pass intercepted. Kalkafuk stretches it out into the attacking end. Adam Pitters gets disrupted at the blue line, and the Oilers will get into the attacking end. But whistles do sound here.
Oilers not happy as they won the race there to the hash mark, so probably should have negated the icing, but the Night Monsters will take the break there on that whistle, and some end-to-end action breaking out after that penalty kill from the Night Monsters, and it looks like we will face off at center ice to concede the mistake on the icing call.
And Tim, I mean, 12:03 to go in the second, a lot of hockey left to play, but this is the best we've seen Vikman play all season.
Yeah, he's putting on a show. I mean, there's no other way to put it.
As the center ice faceoff is controlled by Tulsa, they will whip it all the way around behind Vikman to the near side. Cholach holds onto the puck in the dasher, being pressed up by a couple of white-suited Oilers. Elongated puck battle here. Sticks are sticking, skates are kicking. Cholach tries to get it back to Kafuk, but it's turned over. McCallion whips it all the way around. First touch here, Mike McKee. McCallion behind the cage. Below the goal mouth, looking for the one-timer. Gazizov was wide open. He fanned on it, though. McKee to Dougie Legrone from downtown, blocked by Adam Pitters. Gazizov holds outside the left circle. Gets his pocket picked. Now Adam Pitters looks to work it out. Pitters on his backhand. Hits the drop pass. There's a shot. Just sails high.
Some great hands from Pitters there, helping to create that chance.
The Night Monsters get their young guns out. Here's Sloan Stanek from below the goal line. Matt Murphy tried to find the back of the net there on the shot from the right dot. Let's go Tahoe. Chance once more here. Centering feed. Bernard from Bear Hughes. He couldn't get his blade on that one. 3-on-3 the other way. Reed Petrick cuts to the outside. Looking for the wing-to-wing pass. That was broken up, but Michael Farron keeps it moving. Petrick alone behind the cage. Sauces Farron to the back door. That's a great tic-tac-toe goal for Tulsa. And we're tied at 2.
Yeah, nice pass in the slot there. Number 32, Gazizov, took a nice pass from Farron. Prime real estate there right on top of the crease. So the shot volume for the Oilers not quite as high, but you could argue that the quality of the chances has improved for them. So you see an example of that. So said earlier, a back and forth game, certainly an entertaining one. But unfortunately, the Night Monsters just a little slow to apply pressure to the man behind the net there. So Tulsa takes advantage of the time and space to make it 2-2 with 10.5 to go in the second period.
Yeah, not much Jesper Vikman could do about that one. Great passing as Troy Loggins erupts into the offensive zone. He's a hard check here on Biaka Batuka, looking back to get to the blue line, but Brandon Tabakin couldn't get the pass. Logan Nelson gets bowled over the neutral zone and lays out the skater in front of him. That's Alec Butcher.
Said he got bowled over. It looked like bowling pins flying around out there on the ice.
Yeah, not the first time today that Logan Nelson had been sprawled out on the sheet. He took a friendly fire there, but he keeps it to Loggins on the backhand. That got blocked. Whistle sounds here.
I think a stick got up on Loggins, so Night Monsters with a chance on the power play. They've done the job on the penalty kill. Power play goal would be big right now.
It would be 2-2-0 score. Ice crew coming out, so we'll take a quick break before the Night Monsters power play. But Tim, this is a big moment at this point in the game. Created on the rush by this second line. They've been doing a lot of work for the Night Monsters. Loggins getting a goal and Nelson getting one as well. And then Loggins getting that penalty to be called. First power play did not go according to plan here for Tahoe, though, in the first, early in that first period.
Yep, and they'll get another chance. And again, you know, it's I guess whenever it's a tight hockey game, every power play chance is a big one. But You know, that first power play is kind of early in the game, so they've had some time to get their legs under them, get their game going. So probably feeling more, you know, in the swing of things after the holiday break. So probably chomping at the bit here to capitalize on this opportunity.
The Night Monsters power play this season operating at just about 21%. So far this year against the Tulsa Oilers, we've seen the Night Monsters get some key power play goals so far this year. You look at their power plays against Tulsa. They are 4 of 19, so that's 21.1, but a big power play goal. Simon Pinard scored one in the last time these two teams faced off, right here at the Tahoe Blue Event Center. So here we go. 2 minutes of power play time. 9:55 to go in the second period. Huge moment at this point in the game for Tahoe.
We've seen that one-timer from Simone Pinard before. We'll see if they set that one up again.
Here's Pinard, walks in, fires. That's blocked. A sliding play by Solak Bukic. Pinard holds at the top of the zone. To the far side, now down low. Jet Jones centers. The bucket's screamed free, and Kapchek holds. Switching sides with Pinard. Now Stanek with momentum across. Pinard, a one-timer. He fanned on it. Constantini tried to play it out, but Pinard holds for a moment inside the right circle. Gets it back to the top of the zone. Kapchek, hard pass Stanek on the near side. He's switching sides with Kapchek in the slot. There's Pinard inside the far side dot. Now down low. Jet Jones, good pass Stanek. One more pass, now down again. Bear Hughes got brought down hard. No call on the play. The Night Monsters wanted it. Stanek looking for time and space. Finds some. Moves it across to Pinard. 1:06 to go on this power play. Here's Stanek again. He fires! That was just wide right. And it bounces all the way down, played by Jesper Vikman.
So a lot of good puck movement, but unfortunately nothing getting to the net. So see if the second unit keeps it simple and starts to shoot the puck.
Newell comes out here, plays it deep in the trapezoid, but it's taken away and cleared out. And Tim, you're absolutely right. Great movement. The Night Monsters set up the one-timer once, it didn't work, and that's just about all they had.
Yeah, probably one too many passes, if not two, a couple times on that first unit attempt.
Luke Adam, good pass, Newell! Score! Patrick Newell goes top shelf on the power play. And the Night Monsters take a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, great play on the entry there. I think it was Luke Adam who went down the left wing and made the cross-ice pass right onto the tape of Patrick Newell, who made no mistake. So a huge goal there on the power play.
You just saw on your screen the expression from Luke Adam after that was finished by Patrick Newell. One of pure disbelief. One, that pass I have to assume was connected, and two, that Patrick Newell was able to finish it above Talon Boyko. Hard forecheck here, Kalka Fuke to the doorstep. Couldn't get it to go for Adam Pitters. Whistle sound here, 8:10 to go, and the Night Monsters. Our live stats have them at 12 shots on goal and 3 goals scored. Talon Boyko getting victimized here in this game.
Yeah, we've talked before about how opportunistic the Night Monsters are and their ability to finish. So it's not always volume, it's about the quality. And you give this team a quality chance, they're usually going to put it home.
Pitters wins this faceoff. Kalka Fuke circles. Gets it back to the top of the zone. Played here by Nate Callan. Swivels to a stop and turns the corner on his defender. Here's Pitters with space. Cuts below the cage. Finds Kalka Fuke. That's denied by Talon Boyko for a stoppage. 7:53 to go here in the second period. And Tim, how about Matt Murphy? His secondary assist, his first point.
Breaking out here.
As now here we go. We got a full-on brawl, and guess who it is? Anthony Collins against Keyshawn Gervais. The fans are to their feet. This is what they want to see. Collins gets the grapple. Gervais starts throwing. Anthony Collins gets a couple, and there's an uppercut. He keeps it moving. Anthony Collins is landing blow after blow. This one's not even close. Gervais is down, and Collins gets the victory. And he lights up the crowd at the Tahoe Blue Event Center.
Wow. hyping the crowd indeed. Gervais certainly trying to create a spark for his team and maybe got more than he bargained for. He wasn't really chatting with Anthony Collins about having to go, and credit him for being willing to drop the gloves, but by the end of that one, it looked like Big Brother beating up his little brother. So Anthony Collins, he's a skilled fighter. He knows what he's doing out there.
And that is why, one of the reasons, why Alex Lowe brought Anthony Collins to this team. Look at Collins hyping this crowd up. I can't exactly tell you everything he was saying, but I did read his lips. He was pointing at the Tulsa bench. He said, any one of you, I'll take you on. And Keyshawn Gervais is the unlucky quarry for Collins.
Yeah, I think both teams will get a spark out of that fight. Even though it was one-sided for Collins, the Oilers will appreciate his willingness to go with a pretty tough guy. So, crowd has no complaints.
Obviously, fivers apiece for both sides of that spat. Anthony Collins pointing to the Tulsa bench and saying any one of you has to be a highlight of this season so far. As the Night Monsters get out of their offensive zone, we talked, Tim, about the physicality between these two squads earlier this year. How about Collins bringing down the hammer? As there's a hard check by Jack Clement on Jake McGrew. Tulsa moves and grooves the other way. It's a 3-on-2. Reed Petrick. His pass is deflected by Brandon Tabakin's blade. Sloan Stanek keeps it free. Looking for Bear Hughes. Tabakin's there as well. So 4:26 to go on these penalties for the fighters. Of course, 5-on-5 it still continues. As the play is stopped down, 7:18 to go in the second.
Yeah, and things definitely ramping up physically after that shift. We saw Kazizov was having a little chat with Sloan Stanek. Saw the Oilers finish a couple of big hits. So, you know, you see your teammate dropping the gloves. You know, the least you can do is finish a check, and neither team passing up on those opportunities in the shift after that big scrap.
7:18 to go in the second period. Let's see if the Night Monsters can carry this here and try and double their lead. Looks like we're going to try and fix up this clock, I have to imagine. That's what the delay is with our officiating crew here today.
Yeah, Collins in the box having a chat with the linesman, maybe asking for a new jersey. You mentioned him challenging the bench of Tulsa, maybe understanding he needs that fight strap buckled. So we'll see if he does indeed have a round two tonight.
Would not be surprised, at the very least, for the next two games of this series. As this gets tipped in deep. Played here by Artur Cholach in the defensive zone. Looks for Stanek on the outside, but it's picked off by Tulsa. They hold on in the trapezoid. Polson gets bludgeoned by Artur Cholach. He takes the puck away to clear. It's stopped by Simon Pennard. He cuts it down once more. That's a great play by 13. Here's Hughes to Pennard. Tried to go curl and drag with a shot. Couldn't do it. Pennard holds at the top of the blue line. Drops it back. Wanted Stanek. That was picked off. And 5 minutes for fighting from Tyler Kirby. Our PA announcer gets some cheers as Tyler Polson faked the clapper, cut it down, but Cholach once again there to turn the corner on him. Boos rained down for Keyshawn Gervais. As this is Brennan Kapchek towing the red line here, opts to cut back into his defensive zone. Goes wing to his D partner Cholach. He'll chip it in deep. It's gloved by Boyko, keeping it moving to Constantini. Across to Mike McKee. Getting bodied here by Troy Loggins. Hard play, looking for Logan Nelson. Newell there to help as well. By the way, as now Loggins, there's Newell right to Murphy. Oh, that could have been a tap in. Right back to the far side. Here's Newell, keeping it hot. Now Loggins, or I should say that's Nelson with the one-timer, turned away by Talon Boyko. Nelson keeps it in. Another great play at the top of the zone. From a sharp angle, that shot. Turned away. The puck is loose here. As Newell keeps it moving. He's got Logan Nelson. Looking for Loggins on the doorstep. Couldn't get it to him. Nelson holds on outside the right circle. To the top of the zone, Murphy. Right back to Nelson. Good inside-out move. Newell holds to the near side. Walking in Johnson. That's sealed off by Talon Boyko. Under 6 minutes to go in the second. The puck is fumbled by Murphy. There to take it away for Tulsa was Parker Coyne. This is sent all the way down for an icing call. A lot just happened there. Tim was stumbling because of those quick passes. This second line, man.
It's hard to keep up, isn't it?
This second line is moving, and like I was saying, all 3 goals scored by those 3 forwards. Of course, Newell on the power play. But those 3 forwards really stepping up here in this game.
There was a great cross-ice pass to Newell, who had a chance himself, but held on and made a great pass on the backdoor to Matt Murphy, who in his defense, maybe not expecting to get that one back, and unfortunately just trickled off his stick. So you got to give the momentum to the Night Monsters since the fight. So credit Anthony Collins for getting his team going, getting the crowd into the game, and Friday night hockey, gotta love it.
As there's a shot right off the face-off by Jake McGrew, turned away by Talon Boyko. Jones holds McGrew alone behind the cage. Looking for a passing lane. Opts to go to the outside. There's Nate Callan. Dishes Tabakin. McGrew gets the return feed to Tabakin. At the top of the slot, Jake McGrew from distance, and Boyko flashes the leather. As the buzzer sounds here, looks like we're heading to an ice crew timeout. So, Tim, a lot of action here in this second period. Obviously, 3 total goals. The Night Monsters with 2. Running you through the scoring here, Logan Nelson, then Ruslan Gazizov, Patrick Newell on the power play. And if this is just a taste of this series, we're going to have a ton of fun this weekend, Tim.
We will, no doubt about it. And special teams, a big storyline here in this second period. And throughout the game, really, with the Night Monsters doing the job on the penalty kill. They got that chance on the power play. Mentioned the first unit, maybe getting a little too cute with the puck, but you know what? Those are skilled players that are kind of finding their game again after the break, and huge goal from the second unit, and nice to see the Night Monsters kind of building on it. Obviously the big fight, but spending more time at the other end of the ice. So both periods it's kind of been tilted at that end. So working out for the Night Monsters, who got to be feeling good about where they are after a first period in which they were dominated.
Yeah, I got to think the Night Monsters that's feeling the best right now is Anthony Collins, even though he's in the sin bin. Boy, did he do his job in front of a packed house here tonight. When I saw this crowd, I was like, they will erupt if Collins drops the gloves, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, he's got some Rick Tocchet in him. If you ever get a chance, YouTube some Rick Tocchet fights. Not the biggest guy, but good center of gravity, can throw with both hands, kind of gets guys off balance, and knows what he's doing out there when he drops the gloves.
The Night Monsters defensive zone faceoff for Tulsa is collected and cleared by the Oilers. Jet Jones in his D zone goes skate to stick. Holds on to Nate Callan. Jones on a 5-game goal streak. There's a tough hit by Dave Mulca on Jake McGrew, but McGrew stays up on his feet. Like I was saying, Jones 5 games in a row with the Night Monsters with a goal. His last game here at Tahoe had a hat trick against Utah. Then he got called up for 2 games in the ECHL. Now he's back here with the Night Monsters, helping to bolster a third line that's one of the best in the ECHL. Pressing up on the forecheck is Jones. That's a hard pass through traffic into the attacking end. It's sticked by Vikman in his trapezoid, keeps it moving to Artur Cholach. Puck is loose here inside the dot. Cholach holds. He's going to start something here with Simon Pinard into the attacking end. Slows it down to the outside. Bear Hughes has space. On a backhand, puck is loose in front of Boyko. Cholach was there, right in the goal mouth, but couldn't tap it home. Big goaltender and Talon Boyko taking up a lot of space there. As Brennan Kapchek starts the rush here to Simon Pinard. Inside out move, gets disrupted on the outside. 3:20 to go here in the second period of play. Now into the offensive zone is Tulsa. There's a shot gloved by Jesper Vikman. He stops Connor Roulette there from the far side circle. Inside the roulette wheel, that shot. But Vikman says no and stops it down.
Yeah, if I had to bet, I'd bet on him making that save most times. Good to get the glove on it. And
all right, Tim, here we go. We got the lookalike cam going. This is where you shine.
Did I?
So let's take a look here. We still don't have anyone. Oh, okay. We were just talking about Home Alone before the broadcast.
Yep.
I like that one.
Unlike Kevin McAllister, that kid's mom is nearby, so good on her.
That's a good one. So that's Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. You know that kid is excited. Okay, Tim, you're going to have to help me out here. I have no idea who this is on the left.
I think they're the same guy. I don't know. Let's just go down and ask him, who are you?
Yeah, it looks kind of like Sam Elliott, but I don't know if it's Sam Elliott. I know Severus Snape, and that's a tough scene for that guy on the right there. He's a little bit too young to be Snape in my mind.
Oh, that's a good one.
So we got Kevin McAllister, we got Severus Snape, and then we got some random dude in the middle.
Yeah, I think people are going to be, I feel like it's like a subscription I don't have to
it's Paramount Plus.
It's like a Western themed show, I think. So
yeah,
exactly. I'm sure the audience is, perplexed by our lack. I was playing some games with my wife. My pop culture knowledge, not very good. I didn't do good in that category. Playing some catchphrase over the holidays.
Well, we got 2 of 3 at the very least. Last time you were here, it was 3 of 3. Tim, you've been here with us this is your 3rd game now. We had the 6-5 overtime win against KC. We had the teddy bear toss game, and this one is already pretty exciting too.
Yeah, Night Monsters hockey. You don't want to miss it. Odds are you're going to be treated to a great game.
Quick strike off the draw, gets sent high and right. Weichman got the blocker up there, didn't have to make the stop. As it's held onto here on the outside of the right circle. Connor Roulette skates down low and turns the corner to the top of the zone. Clement keeps it moving to the right side. Constantini gets his pocket picked. Here comes Troy Loggins. On the far side, in between the legs. On the backhand, hit it off the edge of the cage. Loggins keeps it off the rebound. Sights it down low. Out to the outside. There's a shot that gets sent high, and that's Matt Murphy. Jake Johnson will hold on to the rebound with 2:36 to go here in the first. Johnson in his defensive zone as Tim Murphy's been close a few times to getting that first goal as a Tahoe Night Monster, as this is offside. 2:27 to go.
Yeah, he's definitely getting his chances, and it's just a matter of time, I think, for him. Earlier, Loggins with an elegant move through the skates after making a good play in the D zone, pressuring the point with a lot of speed, and Anthony Collins getting a well-deserved round of applause from the crowd as he heads back to the bench.
And you know that first shift, that first hit he lays is going to get some raucous atmosphere here as well. As Tulsa wins this face-off, 2:23 to go in the second period of play. 3-2's your score in favor of the Night Monsters. Tulsa trying to change that, though. A coin drops it back. There's a shot. And Weichman detects it with a pad. And he watches another shot from Olivier Desmalka sail above his head.
Good pad save. He's so good down low.
As this gets swiped all the way down, it will be an icing call. So Jesper Weichman coming into today, 10-2-1 in 13 games, had allowed 3 or more goals in 8 of 9 since being reassigned. He's up at 2 here, but I mean, seeing 27 shots, you can't really ask for more from your netminder right now.
No. The Jordan Paperny, Jesper Weichman, they both do a great job and really cover up, some mistakes that the Night Monsters make in front of them. But hey, that's why you strap some pads to a guy in the crease.
Young Guns out here on the attacking end draw. They win it. Here's Simon Pinard. His shot is blocked in the slot. It's taken and cleared by Tulsa. Under 2 to go here in the second period of play. The Night Monsters with 2 goals in the middle 20. Good pass to Bear Hughes. Hits the trailer. There's Stanek. Lets it fly. Saved by Boyko. And he finds it off the pad. That's an adept play by the netminder. And he covered it down.
Yeah, it was there. You could see that one there, so it kind of stuck to him, and he had a little trouble finding it, but did eventually. So you got to give the edge in net to the Night Monsters. Boyko, it's a little uncomfortable with some of those shots coming from the right wing.
We saw Talon Boyko in Game 2 of the 3-game set here at home. A little over a month ago in November, he defeated Tahoe in that Game 2. That was a 4-1 final score. Bear Hughes got the only goal of the hockey game. Michael Farron carries the puck in with speed to Reed Petrick on the outside. Turns and fires. That sails wide. And ricochets back to the top of the zone. Dougie LeGrone D to D.
Delayed call here coming.
Yeah, empty net here, 6-on-5 in favor of Tulsa. Legrone that hits off of Stanik's skate. It's going to stay hot here. Tulsa's going to have some time. 6-on-5, and this is smart because it's going to, they don't score at the very least, it's going to allow more time on the power play to start the third. It's into the offensive zone here, getting pushed off the puck is Tyler Poulsen, and the whistle sounds, so that's a hooking call with 59.8 seconds to go. The Night Monsters will head back to the PK. Looks like Bear Hughes is headed to the sin bin here.
Yeah, it's similar call to Logan Nelson's earlier, where it's a guy coming back in the right position, working hard, doing what I would call the right thing, but apparently too much with the stick from Bear Hughes. So Oilers, they're only one shot away from heading into the dressing room tied, so this is a big chance for them to erase a lot of positives for the Night Monsters in this second period with a late goal of their own.
Important face-off with Bear Hughes in the sin bin means Jet Jones is out to take it, and he's not going to win it. It's collected by Dave Mulca at the top of the zone. Walks forward and fires. That's just to the right of Vikman's pad. Held onto at the top of the zone. Scythe down low, and the return feed back to the top. Here's Dave Mulca. Gets it back. From the high slot, a shot is blocked by Brennan Kapchek. It's loose and chiseled on the backhand by Jake McGrew. Out of danger.
Big clear there from McGrew.
Jake McGrew describing himself as a 200-foot grinder to me. This is one of those places where he is empowered with a very large role, and he's played it very well so far this year. Tulsa into the offensive zone. Hard check laid here as getting bodied down was Michael Farron, but he slipped before that. As here's Dave Mulca. Farron gets right back up. Petrick walks in near side dot. He's got Kapchek in his face. Back to Dave Mulca. Biaka Batuka bombs away. That's blocked. Jet Jones lays his body on the line, and Biaka Batuka's second bid is denied by Jesper Vikman, and Jet's going to get a round of applause for that one, Tim.
Yeah, I'm going to join in the chorus on that one. That was a huge block shot, so he's a little hobbled going back to the bench. So big spot in the game and paying the price is Jet Jones with a big block shot.
And Jet is skating right off the ice here to the locker room, have to imagine, because there's only 5.5 seconds left to go in period number 2. Getting a head start on the intermission.
Certainly hope so. Hopefully he can shake that one off.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated at the start of the third. If Jet comes back out, he is, of course, a huge part of this squad. So just half a second to go here in the second period of play. The puck is dropped, and the buzzer sounds. So the Night Monsters score twice in the second period. It's 3-2 after 40 minutes here at the Tahoe Blue Event Center. And Tim, what a period. We had a power play goal for Tahoe. We had just 10 shots on goal for Tulsa, and the fight of the season for Anthony Collins.
Yeah, that period really had everything. So Night Monsters, they're selling some tickets with the way they're playing tonight. A lot of people being treated to the best this game has to offer. So doing the job in a lot of different ways. Solid goaltending. Mentioned the volume of the shots decreasing, but some high quality ones too. So timely goal scoring from the Night Monsters, a big fight, the physicality ramping up. So I don't think anyone's going home early tonight. This has been a heck of a hockey game.
We're gearing up for what should be a thrilling third period here in State Line. But first, we're going to send you over to our intermission break content. We'll be back with our second period intermission report. That's coming up on the Night Monsters Broadcast Network and FloHockey.tv. You're watching the ECHL Game of the Week here in Tahoe.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 37th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Barron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2025 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Hotel Planner, official hotel reservations partner; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider. In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider. Prolific One, exclusive secondary ticketing partner. And Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2025 ECHL Hockey Heritage Weekend. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to FloHockey.tv.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons. If you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
From across America's premier AA hockey league, this is the ECHL Plays of the Week.
High slap shot off the glove and in! Now for the net, he scores! Right there, what he scores! He slipped that off the blue line, shot, score! Rodney scores! Scores!
It's rewrite the record book. It's a hat trick. Skates in over the line. Deeks shoots. In the slot, shot, save. Game is over.
Happy holidays, ECHL fans. It is good to be back. Kellen Kapoor here with another installment of the ECHL Plays of the Week. And this week we've got 10 bell saves, history-making goals, and so much more. It's the final stretch before the holiday break, so we're going to keep things fun and festive today. So let's get started. We begin our trek across the league in the Northeast with the Maine Mariners, who continued their winning ways on the road this past weekend at Adirondack. The Thunder in Glens Falls. The offense was led by second-year Mariners forward Brooklyn Kalmakov, who posted 5 points across the weekend, including 3 goals. His last on Saturday night, perhaps his most impressive.
Kalmakov for Underwood. And Berger. The Gay with a pass up ahead, a breakaway. Kalmakov, it rolls off his stick, but he slips it 5-hole and scores! The puck rolled off of Kalmakov's stick, but he recovered and still got it between the pads of Fessenden. His second goal of the game, and it's 3-1 Maine.
That was Michael Keeley on the call on the Mariners Broadcast Network. Kalmakov took over the team-leading goals with 8 on the season as the Mariners extended their road point streak to 4 games with a 3-1 win. And now it's time for the history, as last Wednesday, Idaho Steelheads captain A.J. White became the club's all-time games played leader, appearing in his 437th contest for Idaho. It was only fitting he would score in the game, helping his club to a come-from-behind victory. Now Albrecht near corner, intercepted by Hoffman. Tipped by White, and he scores! How about that? A.J. White ties the game at 4 inside 7 minutes to go in the second period. In a historic night, not only for him personally, but a historic night in franchise history in his 437th game as a Steelhead. That was Cam McGuire with the call on KTIK, The Ticket. In his 7th season with Idaho, 6th as captain, A.J. White ranks 3rd all-time in points and goals, while 2nd in assists. His 17 assists heading into this week are tied for 5th amongst league skaters, while his 22 points are tied for 3rd on the Steelheads. Next up, the Orlando Solar Bears handed the Florida Everblades just their 2nd home defeat of the season on Wednesday night. Trailing 2-0, the Solar Bears fought all the way back to take the lead late in the 3rd period on an Aaron Luchuk goal.
Down low, here's Kirsten looking out front with a wrap chance, save Cranley. Rebound, Adams on the back door, Luchuk scores! Adams to Luchuk connects again. Orlando in their first lead of the game with 4:36 to go.
The Solar Bears remain the only team to beat the reigning champs Everblades on their home ice this season. Joey Batano with the call on the Orlando Solar Bears Hockey Network. To Atlanta we go now, as on Saturday night in Greenville, South Carolina, Gladiators forward Blake Murray notched his first professional hat trick in a 5-3 win. Murray began his eventful evening with 2 goals in the first period and gave Atlanta an important insurance marker while on the power play just 30 seconds into the final frame.
Randy Hernandez through the middle, finds a teammate, skating in over the line is Topanic, he shoots, save, rebound, score! It's Blake Murray who opens up the scoring for the Gladiators. It's 1-0 with 11:25 left to go here in the first. Topanic from the left circle forced the rebound. Ingham had the puck go off his shoulder and it landed right onto the stick of the Gladiator goal scorer, Blake Murray, who pots his 4th goal of the year. Patrick Smarson-Kavix for the Glads will send it out to the middle. And now Blake Murray to the net. He scores! Blake Murray with a breakaway beauty. His 2nd goal of the period. And the Glads are up 3. Murray beat Ingham to the spot. And once he got to the puck, all he had to do was shift to his left. And he had a wide open net to shoot at. And he did not miss. To the right circle, Hansel to the net. Save, rebound, score! It's a hat trick for Blake Murray. And the Gladiators strike on the power play. 30 seconds into the third.
That was Liam Donover with the call on the Gladiators Game Network. And headed to the heartland, goaltender William Russo was Iowa's shining star in last Wednesday's morning win versus Toledo.
Hawkins shoots, net front jam, wide left, a shutout. Oh man, Will Rousseau, a shining moment. His 2nd pro shutout, the most in Iowa Heartlanders history. And he makes 41 saves against arguably the best team in the league.
Rousseau was fitting right in with the morning people of the Heartland. Iowa went 3-0-0 in morning games this year and has never lost an AM contest. David Vine with the call in Iowa. And we continue the goaltending dominance with the Reading Royals, who celebrated the holiday season this past Saturday with their Christmas game. With Santa in the house, goaltender Keith Petruzzelli fittingly made a stop worthy of a 10-bell rating.
Goes to the blue line, Carlson towards the seas, a forehand shot, save Petruzzelli, right out, kick, save with the right pad. Keith Petruzzelli, a rejection with the right leg. What a stop to keep the Royals within 3. Keith Petruzzelli, flailing the right pad up in midair, makes a 10-bell save in net.
Petruzzelli's pad save earned the Quinnipiac product his 2nd mention on the ECHL Players of the Week this season. That was Eric Jessberger on the Royals Broadcast Network and Flyers Radio 24/7. Next up, complete domination in Indy as the Fuel earned their first win in their new Fishers Event Center on Friday night, flanking the Allen Americans 6-0. After tallying 3 assists, Fuel forward Jordan Martin put the game away by scoring to cap his first career 4-point game.
Up to the point, Banks to McCormick. 5 seconds to go on the power play as Martin skis in, right circle, shoots, scores! Jordan Martin makes it 6, and now Bodniak is throwing some gloves afterwards. Jordan Martin with a power play goal gives the Fuel a 6-0 lead as he tallies his 4th point of the night.
That was Andrew Smith on the Indy Fuel Broadcast Network. The Fuel allowed an ECHL record 7 shots on goal in the game, which Joe Verbenek tallied the shutout. And for our penultimate play this week, we trekked to Rapid City as Brett Davis's overtime winner capped off a memorable teddy bear toss night for the Rush last Saturday. The goal snapped a 7-game winless streak and was Davis's 5th point of the series.
4:10 to go in overtime. 2-2 tie. Thunder in Dicker. Left the puck to an area. Nobody was there. Wagner and Davis are 2-on-1. Wagner right for Davis. He shoots. He scores! Davis in overtime.
That was Corey Berberian on the call for the Rush. And finally, let's close the book on the week in my zip code with the Tahoe Night Monsters. They are currently riding a 7-game winning streak at their first teddy bear toss game in franchise history on Saturday. And in typical Tahoe fashion, they struck early to start the celebration just 2 minutes in. Adam centers, McGrew! Score!
Colin Kapoor here with head coach Alex Lowe for our Aylworth State Line post-game interview. And coach, how about that? I mean, 8-2 coming back home. Atmosphere was great. Can you just walk me through? I mean, a lot was going right, but first impressions initially of this game.
Yeah, I mean, we gave them a little hope. Gave them the first goal, but the way the guys turned it around was obviously impressive and kind of put it away there in the first. They pushed a little bit in the second, but at the end of the day, we did what we needed to do, and it's always nice to make it easy on ourselves.
And we talked about offensive versatility just a few days ago. 8 goals, 8 different goal scorers. You don't see that every day. Up and down the lineup, guys were executing. How was the offensive versatility working for you guys today?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be successful in hockey, you've got to have depth scoring. You can't really rely just on one line. So to see the guys execute out there like that, get 8 goals from 8 different scorers is pretty impressive. I don't think I've actually ever seen that before.
And I think the moment that stood out to me the most was McGrew getting the goal, tossing the monkey off his back, emotion there, and all the guys really kind of rallying around him. What would you say about just that moment and McGrew finally getting back on the score sheet there?
Yeah, I mean, he works so hard, and he tries, and he cares, and he does everything he could ever ask for as a coach. So you always want to see guys like that get rewarded. And it's been a minute here since he scored a goal, but he does so many other good things that he contributes in other ways. But I know for his own confidence and everything, he wants to get on the score sheet. So it's great to see him get rewarded with that one.
We talk a lot about responses in game twos, and you talk a lot about teams being proud and not, rolling over in a game two.
Back in for the start of period number 3 in the Tahoe Blue Event Center. Colin Kapoor, Tim Miranda here with you. This is our second period intermission report. And Tim, what a second period that we have to talk about here. 3 total goals, 1 fight that was not close, and some great saves by both netminders. Let's start right here with the offense. The Night Monsters get an early goal. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Logan Nelson on the outside trickles one under Talon Boyko's pad. Then on the power play, the Night Monsters get one more after a Tulsa Oilers equalizer. So a lot of good things, but still the Night Monsters have 20 hard-fought minutes to go to close this one down.
Yeah, a lot of things going right for the Night Monsters that period, and give them credit for cutting the shot total better than in half. They gave up 20 shots the first period, and then the second period only 8. So not asking as much of Bikeman, but Bikeman's still a big part of this game, making some huge saves and just timely goal scoring from the Night Monsters. It seems like kind of backbreakers for Tulsa when the Night Monsters are scoring these goals after Tulsa just can't seem to solve Bikeman. So I'm sure they're a little bit frustrated, and Night Monsters feeling really good right now, as are the fans.
Absolutely, the fans here at the Tahoe Blue Event Center having a fantastic time. Sold out crowd, over 4,200 people in the stands here today. And Tim, the first 1 minute and 1 second of this third period will be the most important for Tahoe in the entire game. They're on the penalty kill for that time. Currently 2 for 2 on PKs against Tulsa. They are 17 of 18 all season long on the PK against the Oilers.
They've done a great job in the special teams department, and that was the story of the second period too, killing all the penalties that they needed to and finding a way to get a power play goal themselves. So definitely stay tuned in, because there's been comebacks both ways in games between these two teams. So Tulsa's not going to quit. They're going to come out hard and looking to even this one up sooner rather than later. So definitely when that puck drops, got to be ready to go.
For this Night Monsters team, they got 20 minutes to hold a 1-goal lead. And like you said, Tim, we've seen some games against this Tulsa Oilers squad here in this building come down to the wire. There was the shootout game. There was the Game 1 win back in early November. The last time these two teams played, the Night Monsters swept them in a 2-game set over in Oklahoma. They dropped a touchdown and added the extra point in Game 1 of that series. So Tim, 2 minutes to go until we drop the puck. On the third period of play, we saw some good things for Tahoe defensively. I think this is a really great day for Artur Trolach, both offensively and defensively. He's really showing out on both ends of the ice here today.
Couldn't agree more. He's gone back for some pucks with heavy pressure coming on the forecheck, and he just has zero panic in his game and handles that pressure very well. A lot of composure. So no surprise that he's on an AHL contract, and He was a 5th-round draft pick of the Vegas Golden Knights. So question mark here. We'll see if Jet Jones comes back to the ice after that huge block shot at the end of the period, helping the first crowd on their feet. They want more.
20 minutes here in this third period. The Night Monsters trying to finish the job against Tulsa here in Game 1 and break their mini 2-game skid. They fell twice against the Utah Grizzlies in their past 2 contests. Jet Jones right back out there. He's going to take the opening draw on this penalty kill. It's Jet Jones, Jake McGrew, Brennan Kapchak, and Artur Tolach. Against Michael Farron, Olivier Demolka, Reed Petrick, Jeremy Biakabatuka, and Michael Farron. Big spot here for the Tulsa Oilers, trying to equalize here against Tahoe.
Yeah, they'll have a fresh ice sheet to work with. It's like maybe we're waiting for that fresh ice to set a little bit. We await the opening face-off of the third period, but a big chance for Tulsa to tie this one up. Players on the ice discussing strategy here, so they know it's a big opportunity for them.
And once again, got to give credit to the fans here, coming out in droves, a sellout crowd for the first time since opening weekend for the Tahoe Night Monsters. Great to see the fans here right after the holiday, the Christmas holiday, here in State Line as we're getting ready for the new year. This is technically our New Year's Eve game. We got 2 Margaritaville games coming up over the next 2 days, which are going to be fun ones. Some specialty jerseys coming. I got to look at those, Tim. They're loud. That's what I'll say about those.
All right, some parrots, I would imagine. So that's exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun couple of days here at the Tahoe Blue Event Center. Expecting more of the same in terms of fan turnout this weekend. As we're getting set to go in the start of this third period, Jet Jones, Reed Petrick. The puck is dropped and we're underway here in the third. Petrick off the draw win. Biakabatuka into the attacking, and it's cut out to the near side, but picked off by Tahoe, and they clear. 46 to go here on this Tulsa Oilers power play, trying to get into the zone and make something happen. Biakabatuka gets disrupted by McGrew, and he slaps it down to Talon Boyko's neck of the woods. He fumbled it just a hair, but springs it out to Demolka. He cuts left into the offensive zone. Wanted Alec Butcher, but that got disrupted and cleared by the Night Monsters. This is a great start to the third period, Tim.
And guess who? Jet Jones doing the job at the blue line, breaking up that play.
So much you can say about Jet Jones' impact. It took him a little bit of time to get going on the goal scoring, but his defense and his face-off prowess unmatched on this Night Monsters squad. Cycling it up to Olivier Demolka. Biakabatuka from downtown, blocked. The Night Monsters 5-on-5 hockey begins. Alec Butcher to the doorstep, looking in the blue paint, but right back onto the ice was Bear Hughes, helping things out for Tahoe. Hughes sticking out the puck here away from Alec Butcher. Gets it to Sloan Stanek. Walking into the offensive zone. Offside is the call on number 21. And Tim Sloan, the top scoring rookie in the ECHL right now, and it's not even close. He's got 32 points entering today, 7 more than the next highest.
Yeah, I've heard the term emerging superstar used to describe him, and from opposing markets, I believe actually the Tulsa broadcast, that's how they described him, and he's certainly living up to that description.
Yeah, I told him this morning he was the top scoring rookie in the ECHL by 7 points. He said, well, that is news to me. The epitome of a team-first player as a shot from distance is denied by Jesper Vikman. That is the first save of the third period with 18:21 to go.
And does a good job finding that rebound that was there briefly, and Euler kind of had inside position there, so no small feat to find that loose puck and make it look easy once again.
Another attacking end try here for Tulsa, collected and fired by Dougie Legrone. That misses wide to the right of Vikman. Justin McCallion keeps it hot, but it's taken away by Tahoe, and they clear.
It's got to be interference.
Yeah,
there.
Looks like Troy Loggins just got bowled by Mike McKee. Not seeing any arms raised.
I guess he didn't call for a fair catch, so he's fair game.
That's a good one, Tim. Christmas football happened a couple of days ago, and the NFL fans not happy with the product on the field. Just like Thursday night football last night, but that is neither here nor there. As Tyler Poulsen erupts into the offensive zone, and a shot from the blue line is turned away right in the breadbasket of Jesper Vikman. So they're putting shots, Tim, right in the midsection, and Jesper's not having to do too much here in the third.
Football, what's a football? I just had to get that in there. That's a Christmas story reference. Sorry, been watching too many Christmas movies, but yeah, another big save.
Tulsa's third straight attacking and face-off here. Top personnel, Tyler Poulsen, Alec Butcher, out with Solak Bakic against Adam Pitters on this face-off. It's collected by Tulsa off the draw when Constantini ripples it up and out of play. Into the stand, so a lucky fan gets a souvenir. Stops and starts here in the third period. 3-2's your score, 17:40 to go in the final 20.
Yeah, good catch from Dad there, and a young fan amazed. Probably his first time he's touching a hockey puck. Probably won't be the last after tonight.
Tulsa wins the draw once more. Constantini's shot is blocked by Adam Pitters. Artur Cholach picks up the loose change to Cal Kafuk inside the right circle, gets it out of harm's way. Tyler Poulsen there to reload, but it's taken by Cholach. He goes D to Brennan Kapchuk. Skates up the near side wing. It's tipped in deep by Anthony Collins. Boyko stops it in his tracks with Pitters bearing down on him. That's a good play by the netminder, and Solak Bakic stretches it out to Poulsen. Good pass into the offensive zone, but a little bit too far, in fact. So that's an offside with 17:11 to go in the third.
So we've seen some funny bounces, puck maybe sticking a little, so early on in this period, I think you definitely want to have close puck support, because you never know, you get a bad bounce. You want to have somebody there to help you out. Things go sideways.
Draw goes to the neutral zone here. Jet Jones is out there for the Night Monsters. Not looking worse for wear on his legs after taking that hit from the shot. As it gets scythed down low into Jesper Vikman's zip code, he plays it to the near side boards. Olivier Desmalka shoulders McGrew away, but Jet Jones adeptly gets it out, and Luke Adams sticks the puck in deep to the attacking end. Trying to get around Michael Farron, captain versus captain, but it is taken by the Oilers. They clear. Sliding it to Desmalka into the offensive zone. The puck bounced off his stick. Absorbing a check there was Jake McGrew. Now it's Jet Jones into the offensive zone. On the near side, looking for McGrew, who barrels into the crease and knocks the goal right off its moorings. That's not the first time we've seen that happen, and McGrew exchanging shoves with Olivier Desmalka after the whistle. That'll get the fans back to their feet. We've seen McGrew take some hits here in this game, Tim.
Yeah, he took a hit to make a play in the neutral zone, and I mentioned close puck support. Jet Jones doing exactly that, so that when McGrew took that check, Jet Jones was able to pick up that loose puck, and we saw Tulsa try and stir things up after the whistle in the second period. Didn't really work out in their favor, so a little surprising to see Desmalka trying to stir the pot in that department again, but as I said before, the crowd, they enjoy the physical brand of hockey, so a little bit more of that here in the third period.
Young guns come out to the ice. We've seen multiple fights for the Night Monsters this year. All but one have been handled by number 48, Anthony Collins. Ryan Orgel had a scrap on the road, and he was bested in that one against Tulsa. So the Night Monsters liking their guy, their enforcer being Anthony Collins. Orgel not on the team anymore. He was released after the Cristodero and Elijah Villio trade for Matt Murphy.
And you have Collins on your side. Other guys don't have to answer that bell because, other guys might be worried about having to go with Collins.
Yeah, there's chances that are not taken on the other side when Anthony Collins is on the ice.
Keeps guys honest.
As Simon Pinard, who was pressed into service on this face-off, loses it. Another hard check there laid by Pinard. Now into the offensive zone. Gazizov gets shouldered by Barry Hughes and has to retreat. Ruslan Gazizov goes off for a change. Aggressive forecheck here with two skaters. Barry Hughes does the job. Dougie Lagrone swings it to the near wing. Mike McKee will clear off of the stick of Keyshawn Gervais. McCallion, good pass. On the near side, looking to the doorstep. Backdoor scores. It was carried in by Josh Nelson on the near side. And it looks like that was finished by Keyshawn Gervais, so he gets a semblance of revenge with the equalizer here. After getting adjusted by Anthony Collins in the fight, he makes it 3-3 with 16:02 to go in the third.
Yeah, I'm not sure Gervais has, I don't think he has an assist, but he's 2/3 of the way to a Gordie Howe hat trick, and what a setup from McCallion, who just silky, kind of caught the Night Monsters a little bit flat-footed, drove wide, made a nice pass, and here we are, 3-3, 16 minutes to go in the third period.
The Night Monsters looking for a response here. Who else but their second line out to the ice? Troy Loggins tried to slide it back to Kapchuk. That gets picked off. And here come the Tulsa Oilers. On the near side, Gervais right back out there. Below the goal line. In a puck battle here, the puck slides free outside the left circle. Artur Cholach throwing shoulders, trying to take it away. 15:35 to go here in the third period, and the puck slides free to Brennan Kapchuk. Keeps it hot to Cholach. Bounce pass off the bank to Logan Nelson. Getting out to the neutral zone. Nelson to the near wing. Newell carries it in. Slams on the brakes in the high slot to the doorstep. Just tips wide. Talon Boyko on the wraparound. That was Troy Loggins. Couldn't get it in.
Yard sale in the crease.
And finally whistle sound here. Yeah, incredibly surprised that Loggins was able to hold on to the puck and try and wrap that around. I thought the whistle would be blown much earlier as Boyko was barreled into by his own teammate, but finally whistle sound, and we have a stoppage.
Yeah, it was Clement that ran into his own goalie, and he lost his blocker, his stick, and normally if it's not the mask, play continues, especially if the other team has possession. So the referee errs on the side of caution, and a bit of a break for the Oilers getting that whistle.
Attacking and face-off here for the Night Monsters. They get their fourth line to the ice. Pitters wins the draw. To the top of the zone here. Pitters bombs away. And Talon Boyko makes the glove scoop with 15:04 to go. Tim, we're tied up at 3. Setting up for what should be a thrilling conclusion to this contest.
Yeah, well-designed play there off the face-off. Pitters popping out high. You don't usually expect a winger to be going to that spot, so he was actually lining up as a center, but good one-timer chance there.
This time, Reed Petrick, best Pitters on the faceoff. Constantini on the near side, tries to cut it free. Pitters playing hard-nosed, can't keep it in. Petrick skates out 3-on-2 into the offensive zone. Swings to the right. That's Michael Farron getting his pocket picked. And Tahoe moves and grooves the other way. Swing pass up above the head of Cal Kafuke, doesn't win the race. That's an icing call. The Night Monsters will go back to the defensive zone.
Some solid one-on-one play there from Jake Johnson, separating his man for the puck and trying to transition the other way. Unfortunately, it gets away and face off in the Night Monsters zone.
Near side dot, Josh Nelson out to take it. Him and Keyshawn Gervais combined for that goal that you saw just moments ago. Gervais arriving with Tulsa as a mid-season acquisition. Did not start with the team. As Nelson spins it, looking for Gervais. Now in the high slot, McCallion. That's blocked. Anthony Collins is there to slide it free, and Pitters gets the puck out. This fourth line needs to go off for a change here. But Nelson holds it into the attacking end. Slides it all the way across. Gervais there. Sees it to Olivier Desmolka. Now behind the cage, McCallion. Backhands it to the top of the zone. Shot from up top just deflects wide. Desmolka holds. Slithers it into the slot. That gets picked off, and Pitters gets sticked up high. That's going to be a penalty. The Night Monsters back to the power play. Still early in this third period.
Yeah, fortunate for the Night Monsters there to get that power play opportunity. I mean, it was certainly a penalty. The stick came up, but prior to the infraction, the Night Monsters were caught in a bit of a mismatch there with one of the top lines of Tulsa out there against the fourth line of the Night Monsters, who were having a little trouble getting it out of the zone. So, you know, bend don't break, and as a result of hanging in there, Night Monsters get a chance to regain the lead here on the power play. See if they can get another power play goal.
The Young Guns come out. Jet Jones, Sloan Stanek, Bear Hughes, Simon Pinard, and Brennan Kapchek. 2 minutes of power play time. Olivier Desmolka in the sin bin. Stanek off the draw win. Looks in the high slot. There's Pitters as Stanek gets hit by Alec Butcher. Both get up. Now it's Brennan Kapchek. Walks in, drags, and fires. Blocker saved by Boyko. Jet Jones was there in the low slot but couldn't take a shot. Puck is loose. The Night Monster skater Kapchek gets ripped down. No whistle sound, and the puck is still loose. Here's Stanek with time and space. Walks in, fires! That just is saved by Boyko, and it rips around the glass as the net gets knocked off its moorings. And Tim, conversations here about where this draw is going to happen. Looks like inauspicious for the Night Monsters in the neutral zone here.
On the bright side, you get that quick whistle. You don't have to go all the way back for the puck and break it out and, you know, eat up some time having to bring it 200 feet. So prior to that, we saw Tulsa pretty aggressive, 3 men on the puck, and you don't win that puck battle, it's trouble. And we did see a pretty good chance there as the Night Monsters came out with that puck, made that east to west pass, and I think it was Stanek going to the net. Net came off, so.
Yeah, Sloan was looking to pick his spot there on the power play. As the first unit stays onto the ice, Brennan Kapchek swerving around one line of defense, kicks it to the outside, Jet Jones. Behind the back, Stanek keeps it hot, Simon Pinard on the near point. Right to Stanek, in the high slot, skates to the far side circle, in line with the railroad tracks. Now Kapchek, Pinard, with speed at the top. Here's Sloan Stanek inside the circle, back to Pinard! That's a great glove save by Talon Boyko as Jet Jones gets sticked after the whistle by Mike McKee.
Yeah, McKee perhaps daring the referee to call that cross-check to give the Night Monsters a 2-man advantage, but looks like it won't happen. And I mentioned those two in Tulsa having some chats, and here they have another one. So good news for Night Monsters fans. We get 2 more nights of this weekend to see those two going at it.
Absolutely. After 6 games of pure physicality between the Night Monsters and the Utah Grizzlies, keeping that going. 1:03 to go on the power play. Alex Lowe opting to keep the Young Guns out there here. Jet Jones on the faceoff, but he's bested right in front of the far side dot. Hughes gets to the puck first, though. Finds Sloan Stanek. Walks in. Here's Pinard. Pass just a hair behind him, so he couldn't do the one-timer. Sweeps it to Jet Jones. On the near side faceoff dot. Dishes Pinard. Now across to Stanek. Inside the dot. Fire! Saved by Boyko. 43 to go here on the power play. Pinard holds on to Stanek. He's had 2 shots already on the man advantage. Been denied both times. Is this going to be number 3? No. Here's Pinard. One-timer. He whipped it wide. And it will be taken by Solak Bakic and cleared. Tahoe's going to go off for a unit change. Kapchek's going to fire it in. Here's Stanek. On the far side point, that deflects. Just a bit wide. 19 to go here on the power play. Jet Jones playing hard-nosed as Logan Nelson and Troy Loggins skate onto the ice. The puck does seem free to Alec Butcher, and he's going to walk it out and kill off some more time on this power play. 6 seconds to go, but here comes Loggins. Running into the offensive zone in the high slot. Good save by Boyko. He got his shoulder up there as Troy was looking for goal number 2. Loggins loads up again. Here's Patrick Newell. On the near side as 5-on-5 play begins. Newell sticks it all the way around to Logan Nelson. Trying to center to Loggins. Gets it to him at the top of the blue line. Now it's Patrick Newell Turns it down low. He wants Nelson in the trapezoid. Getting bothered by Mike McKee. Now it's Doogie Lagrone on the outside. Still tied up at 3. The Night Monsters scoreless on this power play. They're 1 for 3 on the man advantage here today. Now it's a partial 2-on-1. There's a shot saved by Jesper Vikman. 11:29 to go. Hard check laid by Logan Nelson.
I think Murphy got a stick on that shot attempt from Tulsa, so good stick from him defensively.
And it's Murphy right now who's holding onto the puck and sticking it away to Jake Johnson. Luke Adam barrels into the offensive zone right down Main Street, looks for the shot. Now it's Cal Kafuk who couldn't take one of his own. Ruslan Gazizov turns and burns the other way. With speed, Kurland drags shot, deflects wide. Gazizov gets it back and slaps it off the edge of the cage. Let's go Tahoe chants reverberating here in the Tahoe Blue Event Center. The loudest we've heard this crowd all season long. 3-3 is your score, 10:44 to go in the third. Tulsa into the offensive zone, trying to cycle it back to the blue paint, and Jesper Vikman detects the puck and covers it down.
You took the words right out of my mouth in terms of the volume of the crowd. That Let's Go Tahoe chant raining throughout the building, sensing the magnitude of the moment. And credit Boyko for doing a great job on the penalty kill. He made at least 3 big saves. One with the blocker, one with the glove, one with the upper arm, another one 5-on-5. So he knows, he doesn't want to give up that next goal, and did a great job on the penalty kill for Tulsa.
Yeah, the Night Monsters trying to find top shelf against him, but a guy like Boyko who's 6'7", not having to get the whole arm up there, just kind of lifting his shoulder like he's shrugging a half shrug.
Yeah, when you're 6'7",
Exactly, and for the Night Monsters trying to find a way to solve Talon Boyko here in this third period. We're in the midst of an Ice Crew timeout. As the freeze cam is going on here at the Tahoe Blue Event Center. No, your feed is not frozen, just the fans here in the stands.
I think everyone needs the little breather, the little break after all that nonstop action. We all need to take a deep breath.
Yeah, absolutely. So do the Night Monsters here, getting outshot 30-22. Real quick, we're going to keep you appraised on the scores across the Mountain Division. I did misspeak earlier. It was Wichita who beat Idaho 3-2 the final in overtime. Kansas City 5-2 against the Allen Americans. No one's surprised about that final score. Rapid City 6-3 against Utah. So KC keeps the good times rolling. Wichita gets 2 points. For the Night Monsters, the only thing that matters is what's right in front of them here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is the game to watch in the league. So some important scores around the league, but I think this has got to be the best game of the night.
3-3, 10:38 to go in the third period. At the very least, the best game in the Mountain Division. Tim, we did have a 6-5 overtime final score over in Atlanta. So that's going to be tough to beat. You and I were here for a 6-5 final against Kansas City. As Olivier Desmalka, fresh out of the sin bin, fires it to the doorstep. That's picked off now. Backdoor, great stop by Jesper Vikman. Now Desmalka tees up. Vikman makes another save, sliding from right to left.
Huge save there.
You can see from here the puck was loose. It was chopped at. As a Night Monsters player gets tripped up, Sloan Stanek looking for a penalty, doesn't get it. Drop past Simon Pinard. He's got Cholach. The trailer, Stanek denied! In front. That was either blocked. It looks like it was. Jeremy Biakakatuba, a little bit ginger after taking that shot to the leg. Cholach from downtown, and Talon Boyko. Boy, what a good glove hand he's had today.
Yeah, and I'm debating if I'm going to rip the officials. We've seen some slashes, some hooks be called. Earlier we saw Troy Loggins get drilled when the puck was 30 feet in the air. Another guy kind of getting tackled there. So the stick work's getting called, but some obvious ones going uncalled in my opinion.
Adam Pitters off the draw win in a puck battle here with Mike McKee. McKee, the 8-year Tulsa Oilers veteran, fires this down the length. No icing is called as Jake Johnson holds in the defensive zone. Taking under halfway home here in this third period, as this is an icing call. 9:32 to go in the final 20.
It was that quick opportunity. After the freeze cam, felt like the Night Monsters were a little bit frozen on that face-off, and Tulsa got it quickly to the net, and Beichman had to sprawl to, I think, maybe get the net guard on one. So another important D-zone draw.
It's collected by the Oilers. McKee up top, finds Doogie Lagrone from downtown, and this time, Jesper Weichman's the one that flashes the leather for the stop through traffic.
Yep, Night Monsters doing a good job clearing out the traffic to allow Weichman to see that one.
As the ice crew skates onto the ice, I'll keep you updated on some more final scores across the ECHL. And Tim, a lot of goals over in Florida. The Jacksonville Icemen 7-6 the final against the South Carolina Stingrays. More points than last night's Thursday Night Football. Combined, that was a 6-3 final for the Seattle Seahawks. Once again, neither here nor there, but figured I'd make that connection. Over in Kalamazoo, the Wings take down the Bloomington Bison 5-1. The Fort Wayne Comets win 4-2 against the Indy Fuel. The Wheeling Nailers win 3-2 against the Cincy Cyclones. I'm just going to check to see if our old friends Chris Didero and Elijah Villio slotted in. Not seeing Villio, but Didero did card one assist, his first point as a Cyclone. Over in Toledo, the Walleye keep the good times rolling, 4-3 in a shootout against the Iowa Heartlanders. The Everblades keep winning 2-1 against Orlando, the final in Estero. I mentioned the 6-5 overtime game in Atlanta against the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. Our friends in Savannah, 5-3 the final against the Norfolk Admirals. I mentioned the 3 Mountain Division scores. A lot of action here across the ECHL. Every team except the Maine Mariners going at it. Here's today in the first day back in the ECHL after the holiday break.
Poor Maine.
They do get that extra day off, though.
Yeah.
The perils of having a 29-team league is that not every team can play on a single night. But, of course, that number is going to be up to 30 as soon as next year. New team up in Greensboro, North Carolina. As Olivier de Malka gets his pocket picked, Luke Adam erupts into the offensive zone. Good pass to Nate Callan on the backhand. Saved by Boyko. And he covers it down.
Nice play from Luke Adam getting that puck to Nate Callan, who was a little in between, I think, whether he was going to shoot that one on the backhand or try and get it over to McGrew. And then, the 6'7" goaltender, Boyko, I couldn't see that puck. I don't know where it went. Unfortunately, not across the goal line for the Night Monsters, but looking to fix that here on this next shift.
Jet Jones leans in. He's got Luke Adam right behind him. Could we see a quick strike off the faceoff? He does win it to Adam. Tried to find Nate Callan. That was disrupted, but a good play at the top of the zone here by Jake Johnson. Kept it in for a moment. Jake McGrew looks like he's going to be flagged here for a trip. And he knows it, immediately skating to the sin bin.
Yeah, the way he went down, Petrick checking his lip. I think he's signaling 4.
And it looks that way. I saw the 4 as well. High stick, so not a trip, it is a high stick. Petrick got brought down. And obviously there had to be some blood on the ice or something to make this a double minor penalty.
I'm looking at the towel. I don't see much. So.
Yeah, it is 4 on the board, so here we go. Tim, a 4-minute power play for the Tulsa Oilers. This is the biggest PK probably of the season for Tahoe up to this point.
Yeah, unfortunate. But we've been singing the praises of the penalty kill all game long, so hopefully they can continue to get the job done, and certainly a huge opportunity for Tulsa.
Yeah, they can take the lead here. Of course, not a major penalty. A goal will erase the power play time. But still, the Night Monsters are 3 for 3 on the PK here tonight, trying to make it 4 for 4 on a 4-minute power play. Here we go. 9:04 to go in the third. Huge moment in this game. Good to see Jet Jones out there as whistles do sound here. Looks like we're going to do this draw all over again.
Still 4 minutes on the clock, so I don't think we need to put any time back after the false face-off.
Alec Butcher on this face-off. You can see him leaning in against number 10 in goal, Jet Jones. Jones is going to win it this time. Stanek on the ice. He will fire it down the length. Good start for Tahoe, but they got a lot of work to do. 4 minutes for high sticking on Jake McGrew, and A guy like Jake is going to hate having to watch his guys attempt this penalty kill and not be out there by himself. He's into the offensive zone. Michael Farron gets crunched up by Artur Cholach, takes away his leverage, but Dave Malko holds it at the blue line. Up for a one-timer there, is blocked in front. Biaka Katuba there. He's been shooting up a storm. He walks in and lets another one fly, and Vikman beats him again.
Well-placed shot there, but another great save.
And this is cleared out by Tahoe and turned away by Boyko. 3:15 to go on the penalty kill. Biaka Katupa carries it through traffic to the near side. Tyler Polson rings it all the way around the boards. Petrick's there. Bounces up over Gazizov. Dave Malka getting crunched by Bear Hughes. Gets it from north to south. Look to center. Couldn't get it to go. Biaka Katuba holds down to the near side. Inside the circle, Tyler Polson. Looks for a seam that's disrupted with the stick of Matt Murphy. Held onto by Tulsa, though. 2:42 to go here on the power play. Biaka Katupa holds. Up for a one-timer, Dave Malka. Great kick save by Vikman. The puck somehow made it to him, and he made the stop. Bernard aggressive on that forecheck. Biaka Katupa out to the bench. As it's held onto here by the Night Monsters at the goal line extended on the far wing. Johnson blows a tire, no call. Tulsa holds. That centering feed is tipped up, and it will go to the neutral zone. The Night Monsters get a much-needed unit change.
Great stick from Matt Murphy a couple of times on that penalty kill.
That's why Alex Lowe traded two good skaters for him. A guy that can win, but can work on the PK. There's a shot that deflects up and out of play from Kalkafuke. Sets up an offensive zone faceoff. Good play from 22 there to slow down the pace here in the third.
Kalkafuke hanging on to that puck, gaining entry. A little bit of a hook there. Crowd asking for a call, but Night Monsters gain some territory, and Tulsa will have to go 200 feet to reestablish this power play, which is now inside 2 minutes to go. So far so good for the Night Monsters on the penalty kill.
Kalkafuke tried a shot right off the faceoff. It got blocked. Biaka Katupa right out there, but his pass intercepted by Nate Callan. He'll take the easy route and fire it down the length to kill off some more time. 1:43 to go here on this power play. Tulsa walks into the offensive zone. Michael Farron gets sandwiched, but gets it down to Solak Bakic, looking to wrap it around. Puck is loose in the slot. Doogie Lagrone gets around Sloan Stanek. Time and space on his forehand, down to the doorstep. Bakic is denied, and the Night Monsters take it away. Here comes Jet Jones. Into the offensive zone, fires it to Talon Boyko, who keeps it hot. Good play there by the netminder. Doogie Lagrone drops it back to Jeremy Biaka Patuka.
I think Biaka Patuka's been on the ice for the entire power play.
He's been out there for a while in this game. He holds onto the puck here. Circles it back to the top. Olivier Dave Malka. 1:01 to go here on the power play. That pass is off the skate of the skater on the right. Looks like that was Michael Farron. He's going to reload into the offensive zone, but Jet Jones is there to cut off the angle, and he'll whack it into the D zone and go off for a change. How good is it to have Jet Jones on this penalty kill? Racing into the offensive zone is Constantini. That gets picked off. The puck is still hot, though, on the far side. Josh Nelson slides to a stop. It's taken by Tahoe, and they chip it clear. 30 seconds to go on the power play.
Crowd appreciating a great effort so far.
Olivier Dave Malka for the final rush. He's in on side, swings it to the left, fires in a shot, scales off the glass. Justin McCallion there to pick up the loose change, but Penard's in his face. He takes the puck away. He will backhand it down, and it's played by Talon Boyko. 2 seconds to go on this power play, and Jake McGrew back to the ice. That is a 4-minute penalty killed for the Tahoe Night Monsters. Now they got to win a shift here. Logan Nelson turned over at the top. There's a shot that deflects just high. Now it's Doogie Lagrone as the Night Monsters take it away. Logan Nelson will chip it forward. Jake McGrew's there, fresh out of the sin bin. Gets a glove to the helmet, but finds it up to Nate Callan. Banks it off the boards. McGrew's is going to get to the puck first. Back to the top of the zone, Brandon Tabakin. Wing to wing, Callan. Good pass. There's Luggins, just sends it high. 4:27 to go in the third period of a tied hockey game.
Logan's doing a great job receiving that pass, adjusting to the puck, and getting a quick shot on net. and a huge penalty kill for the Night Monsters.
Absolutely, that's 4 minutes where Tulsa maybe had a couple of great A's, but the Night Monsters really did yeoman's work on that PK. Young Guns line out there. Bear Hughes attacking here on Reed Petrick. Stanek there to help, but Petrick gets it across to Biaka Tupa. Up to Artur Cholach. And it'll be sent out to Olivier De Malka. 3-on-2 into the offensive zone. Drop pass Petrick is picked off by Sloan Stanek. He's going to turn and burn with 3:43 to go. Goes right down Main Street, cuts to the outside. His shot deflects high. And it will be sent by Tyler Poulsen. Not out. Simone Pinard holds it in. Almost deflected that one on Cage there. Olivier De Malka to his deep partner. Biaka Patupa. Walking in here, Michael Farron shot. Blocker saved by Jesper Vikman. Buck skitters to the near side. Mike McKee can't hold the blue line. This is going to go down the length. Is Luke Adam going to negate an icing call? He won't. Dougie Legrone got there first. 3:11 to go in the third. 3-3 is your score.
McKee running a little interference there on Luke Adam, who was trying to negate that icing. Night Monsters needing a whistle, but not wanting one as a result of icing because now they can't change, and Luke Adam pleading his case to the official on the interference. Crunch time here.
That it is. (3-3), 3:11 to go. Attacking and face-off. Josh Nelson loses it, and the Night Monsters take it away. Jake McGrew looks to swerve into the offensive zone and got disrupted there by Nelson. He holds on to the puck to Dougie Legrone. Slows things down here, looks to set up a controlled breakout. He'll bank it off the boards. It's tipped. Looks like not tipped, in fact. So Ishan Gervais did not get his blade on the puck. That's an important icing call. Allows the Night Monsters' third line to have an offensive zone faceoff.
Tables have turned here a little bit. A lot of great names in hockey. I think Dougie Legrone has got to be up there.
I like Olivier De Malka. I think that's a good one. But the best hockey name here is taking the faceoff. That's Jet Jones for the Night Monsters. He wins the draw. Luke Adam can't swerve it outside as Gervais redirects it out. But it's fired right back in off the glass by the Night Monsters. Jake McGrew can't get a handle. Here comes Tulsa with speed and transition. It's Nelson. His shot deflects. Justin McCallian's there for the loose change. Turns it around. Down below the goal line, but it's taken away by Tahoe. 2:25 to go in the third. Luke Adam barrels into the attacking end. Hits the trailer. Jet Jones on the far side point. He swivels it right back down low. But whistles sound here.
I think too many men on the ice.
Let's see what happens here as the ice crew's coming out. I think you're absolutely right, Tim. And the Night Monsters are going to be sent right back into the fire here in the final moments of this third period.
Yeah, they're going to have to go to the well one more time, so unfortunate timing there. There were definitely some guys that had been out there for a while, so you could understand the urgency to want to get a fresh body on the ice, but unfortunately, somebody, not a proper line change, so Night Monsters will need to come up with another big kill here.
And here we go as we are counting down to the start of this penalty kill. The ice crew on for 30 more seconds. Tahoe, currently here in this hockey game, has killed off every single penalty they faced. That is 4, including the 4-minute double minor we just saw on Jake McGrew. Logan Nelson in the sin bin here for that too many men on the ice penalty, as we expect it to be called. This is a lot to put on your penalty kill unit and a lot to put on your netminder. Jesper Vikman's made 34 of 37 saves here. And yeah, he's allowed 3 goals, but man, has he been put under it here tonight.
It's almost as if he thrives on the heavy workload. He'll look to do it again here in some huge moments. 2:18 to go. Tulsa on the power play.
Here we go. It's going to be a power play until the final seconds if the Night Monsters kill this one off. The draw's 1. Biaka Patupa up to De Malka, tees up. That deflects high. It's held in by the Oilers. Reed Petrick on the near side point. Swings outside the circle, holds the puck on his forehand. Back to the top of the zone, Jeremy Biakapatupa holds. From downtown, his shot is blocked in the slot, and the puck is sent out to the neutral zone.
Huge clear there because Jet Jones had snapped his twig in half.
Night Monsters regroup here with 4 skaters against Tulsa's 5 for 1 minute and 27 seconds. Reed Petrick swivels to the top. It's Olivier Demelka. Finds his deep partner, Biakapatupa. Now Demelka, another one-timer. This time Vikman got the blocker up to make the stop. Alec Butcher. Demelka fanned on the 1T that time. Attempt number 3 for number 40. Here's Biakapatupa with space. He sends the clapper in, and Vikman gets the blocker down. We mentioned this, Tim, shots from distance as there's a turnover far side point. Passes off the bank to the near side. Outside the left circle. Reed Petrick walks in, cuts it down low. Now one pass to the tic-tac-toe, looked for it. Could not get it to go. Biakapatupa holds. Now it's Demelka to the doorstep, saved by Vikman. It's taken out and cleared by Tahoe with 37 seconds to go on the penalty kill and 53 ticks to go in regulation time.
Boyko close to playing that puck outside the trapezoid, and prior to that, a big clear.
3 wide into the attacking end. Tulsa's got the zone. Dougie Legrone on the near side. Swings it up. Jack Clement from distance. That deflects wide. So like Bakic is there trying to center. Couldn't do it. The Night Monsters take it away. Sloan Stanek 1-on-2 is just going to swing this down with 9 to go on the power play and 26 to go in the frame. Poulsen to the near side. Bakic has speed. Right back to Poulsen. That's dangerous, but it deflects just wide. That's it for the power play. 5-on-5 with 12 seconds to go. Do the Night Monsters have one more rush left in them? As Jet Jones will sweep it down. We're ticking down here, Tim. The final seconds. And of course, a game like this, with a crowd like this, requires extra hockey.
What a hockey game. What a play by Jake Johnson, getting his stick on the puck late as the horn continues to sound. But yeah, it's this game has had everything, so perhaps only fitting that the crowd gets some free hockey here. 7 minutes of 3-on-3, so.
Tim, you are 2 for 3 with us here in terms of overtime games. Must be something in the water here, but look, this is not going to be the easiest overtime in the world against a team like Tulsa that can move and groove with speed. But the Night Monsters have their best units out here with Simone Pennard and Jet Jones.
Yeah,
so here we go.
Those are taxing minutes on the penalty kill, so it takes a toll on some guys, but hopefully, guys like Simone Pennard, who doesn't typically kill penalties, will be fresh and maybe come through with a big one. So both goalies, big part of the game. Vikman, we talked about it all game long. I felt like for Boyko, there's a little bit of a lull in the second period for him. But Night Monsters had a big power play chance about midway through the third, and Boyko made a lot of big saves. So a goaltending duel tonight for sure. So we'll see who blinks here in overtime. Looks like Logan Nelson. I've seen him score an OT winner before. He served 2 of those minutes, so he should be relatively fresh. Patrick Newell has had a heck of a game, and Brennan Kapchak, who's been killing some penalties, but here we go, 3-on-3.
Last time we saw Kapchak in overtime, he iced it against Utah just about a week ago. The Night Monsters win the faceoff. Possession is everything in 3-on-3. Remember, 7 minutes of 3-on-3. And then it's a skills competition if it gets there. Newell into the offensive zone to Kapchak, slides to a stop, but McKee takes it away. And that's Dougie Legrone setting things up into the offensive zone. There's a shot off the bar, the rebound. Biakapatupa almost iced it. And Jesper Vikman is thanking the iron right now.
I think I saw the puck flexing when it hit that right post.
That was a missile from number 21. Turnover here, Brennan Kapchak races into the offensive zone. Gets disrupted by Petrick. swings it to the near side boards. The Night Monsters looking for their first shot on goal here in the overtime, but this is going to stick up and out of play. 6:03 to go here in the extra frame, and Tim, the Night Monsters inches away from this game being over prematurely.
Yeah, Biaka Batuka, he's been impressive. He's played a lot of the third period, and there he is on the opening shift of overtime, almost ending it. So he's gone blocker side a couple times and tried the glove there and got the post. So sigh of relief for Night Monsters fans.
Bear Hughes on this faceoff. It's collected, though, by Tulsa, Doogie Lagrone. The Night Monsters, winners in overtime against Utah and against Kansas City. They lost in a shootout against this Tulsa squad over a month ago. Into the offensive zone here on the near side. McCallion saved by Vikman. And here comes Tahoe. It's a 2-on-1. The crowd gets to their feet. Simon Pinard on the near side. He fires! And that is saved by Talon Boyko.
Good chance there on the 2-on-1. It looked like Pinard kind of wanted to pass the puck over to Hughes, but the defender did a good job of taking away the pass, which allows Boyko to really focus in on the shot and come out and use his size and make a big save. So we saw the Oilers get a chance, and Night Monsters reply with a good one of their own there.
And I like this set that Alex Lowe was sending out there with Jet Jones, Sloan Stanek, and Matt Murphy. Here we go on the near side dot. 5:42 to go in overtime, but Jones cannot win this faceoff. Alec Butcher bests him. And now into the offensive zone. Here's Tulsa sliding to a stop. Butcher won in the final tip, couldn't do it. Sloan Stanek carries the puck out in the neutral zone. Now accelerates to the outside dot. Turns the corner. Still has the puck on his backhand. Stiff arming here. Back to the top of the zone, Jet Jones. Looking to extend his goal streak to 6 games. Matt Murphy there in a puck battle with Alec Butcher. 5 minutes and 8 seconds to go in overtime. Sudden death here as Murphy seams it free. Wanted Jones. Jones looking to stick the puck up to Sloan Stanek. He'll do so. Stanek gets pushed into the boards, but Jet walks in. Here's Stanek from a sharp angle. Opts to walk around the world. On the far side dot. Stanek. Nice skate move, turns the corner. Holds on to Jet Jones at the top of the zone. In the high slot, he's going to retreat here and keep puck possession for Tahoe, allow a new unit to come onto the ice, and he'll go off for a change as well. Troy Loggins rocks into the offensive zone on the far side. He fires, saved by Boyko. Trying to beat him point blank has not worked here since that first goal from Loggins. There's a hard check that creates a turnover. Nate Callan's wide open here, and Loggins stretches it out to him. Callan waits for Adam into the offensive zone. Here's the captain far side. Cuts to the doorstep, gets tripped up. And whistles sound here, and Luke Adam is down.
Nate Callan was stretching there. He was open for a while, and it looked like the window maybe had closed on the Night Monsters, but Tulsa never really picking him up, and the long pass was made, and Luke Adam going hard to the net. And how about the shift from Sloan Stanek, just protecting the puck, taking a bunch of slashes, some desperation plays that keep pucks alive. So impressive shift, 3-on-3. I mentioned taxing minutes. This really tests you physically out there 3-on-3.
Logan Nelson wins this faceoff. It's Nelson, Cholach, and Jake McGrew. Weichman sticks it down to Artur Cholach. Still time in overtime. 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Cholach dishes to McGrew into the offensive zone. Good pass to Nelson. Couldn't take a shot off of it, though. He keeps possession. On his backhand, turns the corner. To the doorstep, forehand! The puck is still loose on the blue paint. Talon Boyko in the splits. And Logan Nelson throws a late hit. The crowd here was sure they had the overtime winner just then.
Almost a carbon copy of Logan Nelson's OT winner against Kansas City earlier in the season, and that puck was lying around there for a while, so somehow Boyko keeps it out.
Simon Pinard, Brennan Katchek, Bear Hughes skate out. And you're absolutely right. Logan Nelson, the veteran, cutting all the way to the outside and then bursting to the doorstep. 40 shots on goal for Tulsa, 29 for Tahoe. They win the draw. Here's Simon Pinard in the high slot. His shot deflects wide to the left. Kapchek holds. Right back to Pinard. Dishes Kapchek at the top of the blue line. Keeping the puck moving to Bear Hughes. Behind the back, Pinard walks forward. His shot deflects up into the glass and out of play. 3:29 to go. Whenever Pinard and Hughes are on the ice, you know there's going to be a lot of one-touch passes.
So much chemistry between those two. Always dangerous. Fortunately, the faceoff will remain in the Tulsa defensive zone.
Hughes, Pinard, and Kapchek. It was Kapchek from Simon Pinard in the 7-6 overtime win a week ago against Utah. Hughes on this faceoff inside the roulette wheel. The puck is loose here and won by the Oilers. Kapchek blows a tire, and here comes Michael Farron all alone to finish it. And Jesper Vikman stonewalls the captain. And here we go, 3-on-2 the other way. Brennan Kapchek dishes across. It's Bear Hughes inside the dot to Kapchek with space. Cuts it to the doorstep. Now behind the cage all alone here. The Night Monsters have the zone. It's still 3-on-3. Bear Hughes fires, and Talon Boyko gets the glove around and makes the stop. And Tim, Jesper Vikman on the breakaway.
I feel like I'm huffing and puffing on the microphone here, just like enjoying the end-to-end action as the game was on his stick there for Farron. And what a huge save on the breakaway from Vikman. And then Farron went down and took a while to get back up, so it was almost like a 3-on-2 little power play there. So both teams breathing a sigh of relief.
Jones wins the draw here. Sloan Stanek racing. He lets it fly, and Talon Boyko, this glove hand is a killer.
Yeah, it's hard to get separation 3-on-3 to really get yourself in a great shooting position. So a good effort there to get one towards the net.
Jet Jones, Sloan Stanek, and Matt Murphy out there. Jones off the draw, looking for Stanek. It's collected, though, by Tulsa. 2:51 to go in overtime. Accelerating into the offensive zone here. Good play to the backhand. That got taken away. The Night Monsters have speed, turning and burning the other way. Jet Jones erupts. Here's Jake Johnson to the back door. He wanted Stanek one more pass. And now Tulsa's got numbers. If they hurry, they're not going to. They're going to slow walk it into the offensive zone. In the high slot, Petrick just sets it high. The rebound for the Grown is loose. And it's taken away by Jet Jones, another rush. Sloan Stanek walks into the attacking end. In the high slot, looking for Matt Murphy, finds him. On the far side point, 2:16 to go in overtime. Murphy gets away from one check. Newell fresh on the ice will get the puck. He walks in, he fires, that save, rebound, Murphy! And it just ripples wide. Wouldn't that have been a storybook ending for this hockey game? As now Tulsa races into the offensive zone. Behind the back here, Constantini to Justin McCallion. To the top of the zone, Biaka Patupa. Getting bothered by Loggins, and Troy takes it away. Here come the Night Monsters, stretching it out to Newell. Into the offensive zone on the near side. Patrick Newell drags and fires off the bar and out.
Wow. Might have hit the shaft of the stick there. Two forwards on the ice. That's inevitable in overtime at some point, especially when it's 7 minutes long. But Troy Loggins doing the job defensively and making that long pass over to Newell, and somehow it stays out.
What an overtime frame we're seeing here tonight. What a battle between these two teams. Luke Adam inside the left circle. Cannot win the faceoff. Tulsa collects. 1 minute and 33 seconds to go in overtime. This is a 2-on-1 here. Nate Callan's the lone skater back. On the far side, they score. And this game is over. Jeremy Biaka Patuka ices it from the far side dot. And the final score is 4-3 in overtime.
What a game. Happened quickly there off the faceoff. Night Monsters just a little bit flat-footed and quickly turned into a 2-on-1. Biaka Patuka, then very noticeable, definitely a star of this game, eating up a lot of minutes, getting a lot of chances. Vikman stopped him on a few in the second half of the game. Unfortunately, that one goes Tulsa's way, but what a game.
Yeah, the Night Monsters, their first loss here at home in a long time. You haven't seen them lose in this building in a while. Against Kansas City was the last time they lost back in November. Jeremy Biakpatupa, Tim, his 9th shot on goal is the one that wins it for Tulsa.
Sounds about right. He had a lot of chances, and great player, great game, a lot of just back and forth action, and fitting that it went as long as it did. And you know, those 7-minute overtimes, it's like a marathon. So unfortunately, Night Monsters come up a little bit short tonight, but a lot of good things to be proud of as well.
As that's about going to do it for us here on the Night Monsters Broadcast Network and FloHockey.tv. For all who tuned in to our first ECHL game of the week, we do appreciate you spending your Friday night here with us, and boy, did this one not disappoint. The Night Monsters and the Tulsa Oilers 4-3 the final in overtime. As that's going to do it here for us from the Tahoe Blue Event Center. Tim Arenda, Cullen Kapoor, we're going to be right back here tomorrow night as the Night Monsters look for revenge. Tahoe has now dropped 3 straight, and Tulsa has won 5 in a row. Puck drop tomorrow night for Saturday Night Hockey in Game 2 of this set. We'll be back for that on FloHockey.tv and the Night Monsters Broadcast Network. So you've been tuning in to a presentation of Night Monsters Hockey. I've been Cullen Kapoor, he was Tim Arenda, and we'll see you tomorrow right here in State Line.